comment, play. It's going to be hard.
I can have the guitar.
We're live! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Saving Throw!
Yay!
It is our standard Friday night edition of role-playing games, but it is very non-standard in the house tonight. In case you haven't noticed, we're in a brand new house tonight! Welcome to our new space! We have better lighting, we have better internet, we have a better gaming table.
We have a better Tom Llama.
Who?
Oh.
I don't know who that is, because my name's Bill Cavalier, the Dungeon Bastard! This is Amy Poops Ointment. This is Tracy, she's super cool and knows what a character is.
I want a new name.
This is Sean's gonna say shit to the people in the garbage section of our chats. And sitting next to me is Chris, quit talking about my beard, Greenwood.
And in the creeper corner is my friend Rick Papandrea. Right here.
I don't have a microphone.
He does not have a microphone, so I will be speaking for him the entire evening.
What did he just say?
He said, I don't have a microphone. That's exactly what he sounds like.
I think that's you, yeah.
Normally, Amy is on Bardic duties with our Saving Throw show. However, Rick has put together a very special Bard song for us, and for the clean, cool amount of a $30 cumulative tip in the tip jar, Rick is going to play for us this evening.
What's the name of the song?
The Randy Bard song.
The Randy Bard song.
Yeah, it's very simple.
I've heard it, and it's Amy approved.
Ooh.
Ding.
Welcome to the new space. We love it. It is much more convenient for us, and there's some very important implications to us getting this new space. Number one, there's a whole new schedule. We're going to be expanding Saving Throw Show to 5 nights a week. Not like 5 in a row necessarily, but 5 nights a week. That's right. That means we're going to have shows every single Friday. We're going to be alternating between Star Wars, and Wes Otis is going to be running Call of Cthulhu. Wes is even here
He's here!
tonight.
Come say
You
hi!
can't see him unless he comes on this side of the camera.
Come
I
into the
also do not have a mic.
Come into the creeper
Wes doesn't
corner.
have a- Come and tell us a little bit about what your Cthulhu campaign concept is.
Can you see him?
Lean in here. Like the famous feminist book, Lean In.
Lean into it.
The show's going to be called Black Bag. The show's going to be called Black Bag, and it's basically near future, right on the cusp of cyberpunk. Everything has kind of gone wrong after 8 years of a really bad president and some other things. And it basically, the technology isn't quite there, but everything else is kind of going bad with the corporations taking over everything. So that is it. Here you go.
Yeah.
The thing that I like most about that is how insane it is. That concept could never happen in America.
Never, ever at all.
A bad president for 8 years.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, we're gonna elect someone good.
We are. Every candidate running for president right now is A-OK.
It's a good option.
So, the other thing that's going to happen is we're going to have so like I mentioned, a Star Wars show on Friday, alternating with Wes's Call of Cthulhu show on Friday nights. Barky's Brigade is going to be moving to Wednesdays. And hopefully we'll be able to start that a little bit earlier. Our illustrious producer, Mr. Dom Zook, is going to continue doing Proficiency Check every other Monday night. And on alternating Mondays, opposite that show, I will be hosting a Dungeon Arena head-to-head battle for the ages.
Woo.
That's right. We'll have more details about all of that. That all kicks off in April. The other implication to having this new space. Now, is my microphone working? Have we decided whether my mic's working, or do I just have to keep shouting? Because I'm happy to yell.
I'm sure my mic's picking you up.
Ow!
Your mic's working.
Great.
You're such a good actress.
I really
So the
felt
other
that.
implication is that other than in a slight change from operating out of someone's garage, we actually have to pay rent at this space. So we're expanding our schedule, we're expanding the number of shows and the types of shows that we run, but that also means we need to have expanded support from our audience. So you can do that by backing our Patreon. You can do that by making contributions to our tip jar. You can do that simply by telling people, hey, there's more Saving Throw going on. It's not just a few nights a week. They've really got a big, much bigger lineup. And tell your friends, get them on board to subscribe, watch the show, watch it on YouTube, watch it live on Twitch with us. We'd love to be a Twitch partner and give you higher quality streaming options for our little escapades here. So that is my pitch to you.
I have one more bone to pick. Barky's Brigade will be on Wednesdays, but this asshole isn't going to be playing anymore in Barky's. And this...
Sean, what are you going to be doing instead of Barky's Brigade?
Okay, so I have, in my defense, I will also be doing a new show for Saving Throw on Saturdays, and I will still periodically step in to Barky's Brigade when I am welcome, if I am ever welcome again. The look on Amy's face is telling me there is no bad blood, so I feel like everything should be fine. Also, I'm not good with human emotions, so I can't really tell. I'm just not good with people. So.
Well, you're not being a very good family.
But am I still in the family? So if I'm in the family, then I'll probably still be allowed to come back sometimes.
It's going to be really hard to look you in the eye.
That's okay. It'll be like my sex partners.
And the other person I'm royally pissed at is him. This dipshit isn't... He's going to be doing his own thing and not playing Barky's either.
Everybody's pissed at me. That's why I'm the dungeon bastard.
Well, for people who like continue to tune into, who can only watch Barky's Brigade because they have other things going on and they can't watch the show that I'll be doing on Saturdays, they will still be able to see me pop in every now and again for Barky's Brigade, because I am very passionate about Barky's Brigade, because it is at its very core about a group of dysfunctional people that will never find happiness, and to me that is really neat.
We have different interpretations of what that whole campaign is about.
It's a beautiful reflection of real life for Sean.
It really is, yeah. I feel like it's just so grounded. That's what I like most about it.
All right. Also, if you become a Patreon backer, guess what? You would have had exclusive access to our pregame chat this evening. For those of you who are backers, please make everyone jealous with how awesome the pregame chat was. Also, I would like to point out that we incorporated some ideas. We did a little bit of brainstorming for tonight's session with our pregame backers. Hey, does it sound like you missed out on an opportunity? Good, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, let's move on to the main event tonight. We are playing Dungeon World. If you are not familiar with Dungeon World, raise your hand. That's most everybody at this table. Ta-da! Dungeon World is based off of a game called Apocalypse World. It is a very streamlined system. It is in the vein of your standard fantasy role-playing, but it does not share the same mechanics necessarily on a core level. There's still strength and dexterity and constitution and charisma and things like that. There are going to be things that feel very familiar. There are going to be things where the light goes on, this does not work the same. That's okay. The key core mechanic is that I don't have to roll any dice. That's the beautiful thing. The players make all of the moves. So the players, if they want to attempt to do something, I am going to stab the monster with my longsword. Great, that's a hack and slash move. Roll 2d6 and add your strength modifier. And on a 10 plus, you stab that orc without any problems. You succeed at what you're attempting to do. On a 7 to 9, you succeed, but there's a cost or some sort of penalty attached to what you're going to do. I can apply that penalty to you directly. Oh, the orc counterattacks. Or I can apply it to anyone else at the table. Oh! You stabbed the orc, but guess what? His buddy stabs the wizard. Oh, no. That's not good for anyone. No.
Don't stab the wizard.
On a 6-, you get a point of experience, and bad shit happens. I get to be really, really mean to
Jesus.
whomever I want.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
2d6 and lower than a
2d6
6.
and that's right. And on a
That's a
6-.
very-
We're going to learn some things tonight. First of all, we're going to learn how to make a character, all right? So let's just quickly go around the table, and why don't you tell us your name and your class? We have not made characters. All we've done is assigned which classes they are and given them names. So why don't you just inform for my edification and for Chris, for our gaming audience at home, the name of your character and what class they are.
My character name is Shashina, and he is a barbarian.
Shoshana.
Shashina.
Oh, hey, Shoshana.
And
that's
he is
really
a barbarian.
really pretty.
Very good. That's all we know about Shashina right now, other than Shashina has an unusual name. And it's been established. I don't remember if we've been live on this, but he's very particular about people using his name correctly.
Shoshana.
Shashina.
All right. Sean.
Okay.
Shoshana.
The character that I am going to be playing tonight is a wizard named Chandler Gring.
Chandler.
Yep. Chandler Gring.
Green.
Gring. Like,
Like no other character in pop culture ever.
It's a name that I came up with without any influences from anyone.
I'm sure that's going to play out exactly like that. All right. Tracy.
I'm playing Lita Stormbrook.
Lita. L-I-T-A or L?
L-I-T-A.
L-I-T-A.
Lita.
Lita
Stormbrook.
Stormbrook. And of course I'm playing a thief, because that's all I know.
That's all I know.
That's all I know.
That's all I know.
Sure. Not a problem.
Being a druid was hard that one.
I am Rasa Branchless, and I'm a druid.
Rasa Branchless.
Good
Branchless
name.
seems like the opposite of a druid.
Well, no, it's not. Well, no. To me, here's my interpretation of branchless. It almost feels like you wish you were a tree. You wish you had
Yeah, the
branches.
trees named her Branchless because they were like, "Where are your branches?"
But you're one of us.
Yeah, you're one of us, but you are named Branchless because. And I'm like, hello, these are branches. And they're
Yeah.
like, I don't think so.
Could you be any more branchy?
All right, so very good. All right, so let's just go through. We're going to go through basic character creation. Let me get a class sheet out for you folks at home to kind of look at. You can go to dungeon-world.com and you can download these character sheets. They have the full information for starting your character on here. They walk you through it. I printed it out on extra large paper, so it makes a little folio. You can do whatever you want. You're your own human being.
This is America.
This is America. This is the Dungeon Bastards America. You do what I say. All right. So
I don't want to see what rallies for you would look like.
Yeah, you do. All right, so the first thing, we've got a name. If you want to, you should pick a race, right?
Ooh,
so
yeah.
in the lower right-hand corner, you have the option of you can default to human. That is not, there's nothing wrong with that. But you do have an optional race that you can be
Okay.
on your sheet, right? So that's up to you. And each of these classes, also called a playbook, is customized. So not everyone can be a dwarf. Not everyone can be an elf. Roll with it. You're fine. So if you've picked a race, terrific, great. We've got a class. We've got a race. You've got a name. We've done that part of it. You have a list of options for your look. If you have not circled some of those, go ahead and kind of decide what your character looks like. That is important. And then the next most important thing is to choose your stats. So if you look at the, I don't know if we can see this in the camera, we should be able. So you have ability scores. Now there's two options. We could just roll for these, but we just roll 3d6 in order to assign your ability scores. Wow. So if you want to take a walk on the dangerous side of life,
Yes.
we can do that. Or you can use the standard ability
I'm feeling
ray.
lucky.
You really gonna do it?
It's just 3, and
Just
I
straight
don't even
36.
take a 4. It's not
No,
4. I take
No,
a
there's
4.
no drop. It's just 3.
Not
Dang!
bad. Not
Hang on.
bad.
All right, so that's a 15.
Okay. And that'll go to, well, I don't know yet. 15. Not so good. 9. 11. Guys, this isn't bad.
Not bad so far. All right.
shit.
15.
Oh my god, y'all.
We're moving forward.
11. You're okay. You're killing it.
I know, these are
You have 2 15s.
Oh boy.
There we go.
11.
an 8. That was an 8. Wasn't it? 6
Yeah,
and
it was
an
an
8.
eight.
It was
That was
6
an
and a
eight.
1
Oh,
and
it
a
was an
1.
8, 6 and 1 1.
Guys, but it kind of works out kind of what they had.
Pretty close to what it was.
Yeah.
Pretty
All right.
close, yeah.
So the modifiers are different than maybe your more that you may be familiar with in either D&D or Pathfinder. So 15 is a +1. 16 is a +2. 9, there's no modifier on that, and an 8 is a -1. All right. Here, I shall.
Oh, so a 13 is a +1 as well as a 15.
I can look that up.
Well, that's
yeah,
what it
13
says
is
on the sheet.
+1. Yes.
Do the do the scores kind of match? Like do they match? Like a druid, you should probably.
You said you yeah. Well, all right. So one thing you may want to consider is that most of your moves that are custom to your class are listed here, right? So the basic mechanic, the way it works, is you roll 2d6 and then you add the modifier for whatever ability is most appropriate, right? So if you were, say, a melee fighter, you would roll 2d6 and then add your strength modifier. So if I had a 16 strength, I would roll 2d6 and add 2.
Should a barbarian have charisma? Is
But
charisma-
you tell me.
Well, is it a
No.
like the way like some classes like charisma is like the intelligence is the mental stat.
If it's not on your
Well, I
list of starting moves, then you are free to assign it as you see fit. And there is also there's also a sheet here of,
I see, okay.
basic moves.
Oh,
so
cool.
hack and slash uses your strength
Strength.
modifier. Volley, which would be ranged attacks, uses
Right.
your dex. Parlay is
Gotcha. Is charisma.
defy danger depends upon the situation. You can actually use any stat. Defend, you can defend someone. That is a constitution modifier. Discern realities, which is akin to perception, is a wisdom based.
Perfect.
And then spout lore is intelligence based.
Cool.
When it has just the
That's
dash,
good
that's
to
just
know.
0, right?
That's 0. That is correct.
Are we all gonna die?
Yep.
I'm planning to kill, well, probably just your character.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's just great.
So just something
thanks.
for our chat while we're assigning our ability scores here is because the mechanics and the task resolution is slightly different in Dungeon World, we have a different set of ways that you can influence the game. So I don't know if you got that loaded up in the chat, but we'll get you that information and it'll be ready for you to kick in when we get done with character creation here. So, all right. So you've got your stats. Terrific. Next thing you need to do is assign your maximum hit points. So your maximum hit points. There's a little line underneath your hit points that'll say it's 6 plus your Constitution. It's not your Con modifier. It's your Constitution score. So if you have a Constitution of 9 and your base is 6, so it's 6 plus 9 would be 15 hit points. So that's your
Thank you.
that's your max.
So my Con's 15, so my hit points is 23. 8
So what is this?
8 plus Constitution.
Is 23.
Wow.
8 plus 15 is 23. That's correct.
Pretty good,
Pretty good.
Mr.
Yes.
Barbarian.
All right. Very good.
Shoshana.
So on the
Sheena.
front side of your sheet, you will have some options for starting moves. A lot of them are filled in, but if there are things that you have to choose, for instance, on Amy's sheet, she has to choose which lands that she has traveled from or traveled through and is familiar with as a druid. So if there are things on that side that you have to check off, please check them off.
I chose that, and then as an elf, I'm him.
You should decide which alignment you are. Some people can be chaotic, good, neutral. Some people have the option to be evil. Figure that out. Not too deep. Choose your gear. So if you flipped over to the back side of your character sheets, there's a list of starting equipment, and it will oftentimes say, pick one and give you two options, or pick one of the three. Under your starting gear. So you have some token of your land. Tell us what it is. And then choose your defenses. You can either have height armor or a wooden shield. You can have both if you want. Your encumbrance, I'm trying to remember exactly how encumbrance works because it's a little bit important. How much you can carry is like, I'm going to look it up so I don't say it wrong. Sean, do you remember off the top of your head?
I don't know anything about this game.
Never heard of it.
Yep.
74.
What is your character's first name again, Amy?
It's Rasa, like after the Friends character, if it was a lady.
Right.
That is why I chose that name.
Honestly, I think it's weird that you would name your character after a character that
Yeah, how is
That's
yours?
weird. That's really weird.
Yours was inspired by mine.
So
wasn't it?
No, I made Chandler Gring up on my own.
Okay.
I'm changing mine to Shaphibi.
Phoebe.
Under starting gear, it'll tell you what your max load is. So for this character, it's 9 plus your strength modifier.
But max load sounds really funny.
sexy.
So, for instance, you have a max load of 6 plus your strength modifier.
Are you just choosing me to shut me the fuck up?
No, not at all. You just happen
Can
to
I
be the
choose? I can
closest.
only choose one like under here. I can't choose both. I can't be like I
Well,
got.
here's the thing. You can.
Because then I
no,
add a
it's
weight.
It's your strength modifier, not your strength score. 6 plus your strength modifier is your strength
Mod.
8. So it's -1. So
Okay,
you can
okay.
carry 5. That means you can have
I
5
see.
points of stuff that you can carry without getting in trouble. So if you want to have armor and a shield, that's great, but that's 2/5 of your load that you can carry.
My max load.
That is such a male porn star name. I mean...
Yeah. All right.
I'm just saying what we're all thinking.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, don't go, Shillelagh.
Shillelagh is very druid.
I don't understand what these are. All these things are pretty.
If you
they're
have a
gonna
question,
be,
feel free to
okay.
ask. I'm here to provide
Okay,
answers.
so just to clarify, your max load. So for me, it's 7.
He's waiting for you at home.
So my max load is
Under the table. I'm not gonna let.
I just want to be clear. So for my max load, it says 7 plus
I know.
strength. So that is strength modifier. Or
STR.
It's your total-
Anytime you see the
STR.
abbreviated version, the abbreviated version, which is most of the time, refers to the modifier.
Got
If
it.
it says the full word, then it's referring to the actual stats score. Okay.
Say that one more time.
So the abbreviated version, STR, refers to your ability modifier.
Oh, mod.
If
Okay.
it gives you the full word, then it's referring to the actual score. But 98% of the time, in fact, probably the only time that you're ever not going to use the modifier is for calculating your hit points.
Okay.
Right? So your hit points are not the modifier. Your hit points is the actual score plus whatever is on your sheet. But almost everything else just uses
All right.
the
Fine.
modifier.
Shillelagh.
That's the Irish walking stick.
And then I get 2 more. Okay. So here are my questions.
Yes.
Poultices and herbs and halfling pipe leaf are listed under my things, but I have no will I actually use them? Do you know what I mean? Like why would I
Choose one. If you don't have to choose one if you don't want to use one.
No, I know, but I have 5 max load.
Yeah.
So So I don't know if
Looks
I.
like you have some hard choices to make.
Yep.
Welcome to Dungeon World.
Sometimes your max load is really hard.
I found max load really easy to deal with.
Okay.
So I don't know. Halfling pipe
Okay.
leaf may be important. It might not.
It's from the South Park.
Here's
Oh,
how
but
much,
this is 0 weight, so I can just have
here's
it.
how much prep I did tonight. Are you ready?
0.
Huh?
Why? Because I didn't need to. This game will run on its own as long as you are willing to interpret and make strong choices.
Whoa.
What does slow mean? 2 uses, slow, 1 weight. Slow?
I think that's how long it takes to act, but I will have to look.
I'm gonna
up
do
what
whatever. I'm
that
gonna do
is.
poultices and herbs because I think that's cool.
We're $19 away from a Bardic.
Bardic song, Bardic
$19 away
song.
from unlocking the Bardic
And then,
song
and then
with
you'll all
Rick.
get to understand why Rick is
This is
sitting in a creeper
Frankenstein.
corner.
They might not get that.
That was a weirdly worded
All right.
sentence.
So, poultices and herbs. When you carefully treat someone's wounds with poultices and herbs, heal them of 7 damage and expend a use. So it's a
healing
healing
kit.
type of thing.
Do we have a cleric?
You are
No.
a cleric.
Okay, good.
No,
Then
you do
poultices and herbs it
You're the
is.
divine caster.
Yeah, you are the divine caster.
Tag reference. Slow. Let me tell you what slow
Come on.
means.
Do you want to repeat that for the audience?
Slow.
Divine, arcane, strength, dex. Come on.
It's a very standard D&D party. That's actually one of the reasons why I chose Wizard.
The deal with slow is it takes more than a moment to use it, right? So it
Oh,
takes a
okay.
little bit of time. So
Okay.
poultices and herbs is not something that you can just drop in the middle of a combat, most likely, right? If
Okay.
you're rushed and under the gun, you're not going to be able to get that person. You're actually going
Yeah.
to have to treat them in order to use
Okay,
it.
okay.
So that sort of brings up one of the other elements of the game, which is things are tagged. They sometimes have a specific mechanical effect, and they sometimes are just open to interpretation. So like slow, it means it takes more than a moment to use. How long does that take? Guess what? We're going to make a judgment call.
Depends on how fast you're
It
trying to
seems like
use it.
What's appropriate for
How
the
fast are you
situation?
What
trying
if
to
I
use it?
accidentally
Are you trying
chose
to slap
all of
some
these
stuff on? Yeah, you're healed.
and then
Done.
and told you that it was
Right?
within my max
You could have
load?
done that more gentle. Thank
You
you.
wouldn't know.
I would
You don't
not
have to slap
know.
it on.
I would find ways to punish you later. Don't worry, I'm going to find a way to punish you all tonight.
Okay.
Although I feel like at this point, it's me who's being punished. All right, so we have chosen our gear. We have filled out all of the stats of our characters. Why don't we go around the table and just tell everyone your character's name and then kind of your concept of who they are, why they have chosen to adventure,
okay.
what they're doing in this fallen world that we have created with the help of our Patreon backers. So, you know what? We don't have to go around the table. Whoever wants to go first, just you don't have to have all the answers. We can develop these things
Okay.
as we go along, right? Here's the thing about Dungeon World. It's very open-ended. All right? So, if you make choices, it's great to make them specific and make them interesting, but if you don't have the answer, don't worry. We're going to play to find out. All right?
Okay.
That is one of the key things here is we're going to play to find out what happens. We're creating the story
Okay.
together. Why did I prep basically 0? Is because I don't have a story that I'm like ramming down your throat about how the Hobgoblin Chieftain, his daughter has been abducted, and you need to go select blah blah blah.
No, because you did not let me. I had a good offering to the story. I said Afterbirth was an odd payment, and you said absolutely fucking not.
I did say that was gross.
That was gross.
Yeah.
if-
That's
if
just a
we-
statement of fact.
If we would like to spend the next 2.5 hours talking about Afterbirth, I'm willing to allow that into the game. However, I feel like in the interest of our Twitch audience and maybe the sanity of the rest of the table, maybe we're going to take a pass on that.
Okay,
one.
can I
So
just
the
say
other
though,
thing
if
that-
you ask people on the internet if they want to listen to talk about Afterbirth, these fucking weirdos, these creepy fuckers who are watching people play D&D on a Friday night,
Yeah.
these fucking weirdos are gonna be like, yeah.
All right, so this brings up another gaming element which is not unique to Dungeon World, but which is just generally like for story games, or maybe just for your regular role-playing game in particular, there's the concept of a thing called the X card, okay? And what that is when you're playing very collaborative, you're just like free-form, kind of like going for ideas and generating a story together, and wouldn't it be cool if, which is one of my favorite ways to play, you keep an X card on the table. And if something crosses over into territory that, you know what, me personally, I'm not comfortable with something that's going on, or it's really not cool the way that this is going, for whatever personal reason it is. You have experience, you know somebody, it's just not jiving with your particular vibe for the night. You can turn over the X card, and you know what? We're going to find a way to backtrack, do something different, change the way that the game's going, so that everybody is having a good time together. So, that's something that you can take, incorporate into your own game. Hey, it's easy when we're...
Well, you don't want to hear about Afterbirth anymore? You're the one that came up
No,
with it.
no, just you.
Oh, shit.
in general is offensive.
Bye.
Not okay.
So, we do a lot of joking around and things like that, but it is a way that you don't know your friend's full history. You may cross over into territory that's just...
They might
It's
have
not
been Afterbirth that grew into a human.
You don't know me.
All right. So, with that in mind, who would like to tell me about your character?
I'm happy to tell you
All
the
right.
skeleton of human being.
Chandler. Let's hear the story of Chandler.
Okay, so Chandler Gring is a kind of in between. He's got like a man bod, so I mean, dad bod.
Yeah, I was like,
what's
that,
a man bod?
anything.
Like a regular man.
Okay, so he has a man bod, which means he has male genitals.
Right.
Also, he has a dad bod. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll stop talking about genitals. He's not like real pudgy, but he's definitely not in good shape either. He takes care of himself fairly well. He's well groomed. He's got nice hair. He's relatively stylish. He gets exasperated easily when people disagree with him. He is overly sarcastic and opinionated.
How are you gonna play that?
I have no idea. It's going to be a real journey. But you know what? I watched Christian Bale recently, and he's really good at method acting. So I think I'm gonna just. Okay, I'm good now.
So I have a question. What drives Chandler? What drove Chandler to become an adventurer? What is he seeking?
So Chandler has a very Chandler believes he doesn't. Okay, I haven't decided what this opinion is yet, but he has decided that he knows exactly what it was that made the world into the apocalypse that it is now. And there's a lot of disagreement in the world about what did it, and he wants to browbeat everyone into believing his opinion of what happened.
Browbeat.
So he's seeking
evidence.
to determine evidence of that confirms his theory of the apocalypse that struck this land.
Let's figure out what that is. It probably had something to do with butterflies.
Yeah. Okay.
Sneezing.
Sneezing.
Farting.
but-
Like, yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I'm going to tweak that a little bit. So Chandler Gring believes that, so it started actually when people were, like, manifesting insects and cockroaches that would just, like, burst out of their skin beforehand. So he believes that it's actually some sort of, like, biological infestation of insects that actually, like, came and killed everyone.
So an insect plague.
An insect plague, probably caused by demons.
During his
Very
journeys,
biblical.
he inadvertently hurt someone.
Chandler did?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Chandler.
Who was it, and what did he do? He couldn't make amends for this.
Chandler was actually exploring a dungeon with another hero, looking for more evidence to prove him right. And as we were going into the dungeon, my companion, it can't be Ross. What is it? Monica. So Monica. So my companion Monica was with me. Shanika. We were brother and sister. So
Yeah.
Chandler and Shanika we went to this dungeon. Okay, this was supposed to be a serious moment, but now it's dead. Okay, so Shanika and Chandler went to this dungeon, and
Perfect.
and Chandler actually had to convince Shanika to go because it was like rumored to be very dangerous, and there were all sorts of
Bugs.
like bugs and just like creepy far realm type things in there. And I did a bunch of research and determined essentially that it was safe. And unfortunately, like a crazy ambush of like far realm creatures hit us, and Shanika died.
So this is what
Wow.
happened. You were like, no, come on, Shanika, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna
We're
be
gonna
so
fine.
safe.
It's gonna be so safe. We're gonna get in. We're gonna get the evidence. We're gonna. Okay. Yeah. Ay, 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 ay. Right?
That was it.
Guys, Friends was made in the 90s, not the 70s.
Ay, ay.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I did
Okay.
a reenactment.
Very good. Is there anything else that we need to know about Chandler at this point? If you want to provide more details later,
Should I give away my bonds?
Oh,
You shouldn't make those yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
we shouldn't make those yet?
Don't worry about those until we go around the table and introduce who people are.
Oh, okay.
Did I ask you to make
No.
bonds? Okay, let's follow the process. Who would like to go next? No one
I'll
has
go
an
next.
idea?
I'll go next. I'll go
Okay.
next. Okay.
Rasa.
Rasa.
I'm Rasa, branchless, and yeah, based on what we talked about before, she's a druid. She is also got a man bod. Just
A
kidding.
man bod?
No, just kidding.
Oh, okay.
She's
So a woman bod.
fucking hot. She's so
I don't like how
fucking
you
hot.
said that.
She's fucking hot. You look at her and you're like, God fucking damn it. Oh, yeah. Oh, you've had experience with that before.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, actually, oh no, wait, no, I haven't had experience with that.
but you're
I've
like
never had
comfortable.
experience with a hot woman before. To be clear, just the way you're saying it,
Okay, so anyway, so she's got wild eyes. They're like yellow, and she came from the Sapphire Islands, but she's an elf, so she's also a member of the Great Forest. I don't know how else to say that, but anyway, so she ran into some of her ancestors in the Great Forest, and she is searching for her branches. And the way that is described in her culture is basically you'll know it when you find it, but you can't get your great branches by staying in the Great Forest. So you have to go off and seek your fortune, and it's normally like past people who have gotten their branches have been some sort of hero, saved an entire village, like won a battle, killed a great thing, or spread a good religion across the land, that type of thing. But there's normally some sort of heroism involved. And so Rasa's this hot fucking bitch. She's off searching for her branches to become not Rasa branchless, but Rasa branched.
Rasa the branched, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you've heard
Yeah.
what you've heard what it is. Is that it? Is there something else I need to do?
Sure. You owe someone very powerful a favor. What did they do for you that you owe them a favor?
Okay. When I was a child, so I'm from the Sapphire Islands. I grew up in near and around the ocean. I carry with me one of the holy corals from the Holy Coral Reef that's supposed to bring me luck. And when I was a child, I swam too deep and almost died. But there's a great serpent witch that lives down there who wound up saving me as I was an innocent child, but then later demanded that I perform a task for her of her choosing. Her name is Ursula.
Pretty much.
Yep.
You poor unfortunate branchless.
You can't speak for the rest of the game.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Can her name be Ursula? Just for fun.
Of course your name can be Ursula, yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, there.
And you, but this is not a favor that she has called in yet, or
Oh,
are you?
wait.
Or
Should I
are
make
you,
that? Should I do that? Okay, favor.
You tell me. No,
okay.
you don't have to. If you want it to be something she's actively working on.
Okay, she's addicted to drugs, and she needs me. No, that's so normal. Oh my God, she's lonely AF, and she needs me to go off and be a matchmaker for her and find another. It doesn't have to be a servant man, but she's given me some qualifications of the man she's looking for.
But wants many tentacles.
Yeah, and she's gonna turn him into if he can't breathe underwater, she'll do the magic that makes him able to breathe underwater. But I just have to find a worthy suitor for her.
So she has sent you on a quest to find a
Many
man
things,
worthy of her rattle tail.
Yeah, I was 6, and she was like, "Find me a man." You know the kind.
Well, I mean, you are an elf, right? So this could be could take you 100 years to.
Yeah.
I mean, she may not. She's also a witch. She may not have a timeline. But
Yeah, that's
it sounds
true.
like she's very particular.
Yeah, she's
right?
very particular.
It's not a hey, next week I need.
Right.
All right. Very good. That is Rasa. Okay. Who would like to go next?
So Shoshina was kidnapped from his village when he was a young boy.
Ooh.
To be made into a slave gladiator type person, but even at 8 he was just so fucking ripped that he just completely beat to death the people that tried to kidnap him, but they had already gotten him out and far away from his village, so he pretty much just lived off the land.
Okay.
After that.
Mm-hmm.
And can we build off of
Yes,
it?
sure.
What I was thinking is he loves just destroying things, just destruction and also riches. So I want to say he was actually in the same dungeon, just destroying shit. And maybe actually he's the reason why Chandler survived.
Chandler.
But Chandler wasn't able to save
Yep.
Shanika.
Yeah, I want to say that Chandler tried so hard to save Shanika and failed, and I was ready to die myself because I was just like, well, look what I did. What have I wrought?
What have these hands wrought?
and it was Shoshina who actually saved me and pulled me out of the dungeon that day.
Oh, wow. You guys go way back.
Yeah, little TBT.
And your character sounds fucking hot, too.
He's ripped as shit. He's basically like Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Loincloth and everything.
Wow.
Your father had a prized possession, which you are in search of. What is it?
Ooh. My father had a prized possession, which I am in search of.
Had.
He had a two-handed sword.
Sure. Well,
That was his.
what is the thing that makes this sword special,
it
besides the fact that it was your father's?
it is.
It's probably made of something. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of what it's made of. I don't want to.
You don't want to what?
Well, I don't want to go as simple as obsidian or something like that.
Okay.
I know exactly. So it's made of petrified wood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
It's
it's-
sharpened petrified wood. It's like a.
But it still withstood the
It's like
Petrified.
stone. It's harder than steel.
Petrified wood.
Petrified
Sure.
wood. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
One of the co-designers of Dungeon World is hosting us right now.
What?
Oh,
that's awesome.
Is it
Adam.
Adam? Thank you. Good to see you,
Thanks,
Adam.
Adam.
All right. Next up, and finally,
Me.
we have our thief.
Okay, so Lita is very shifty. She's also
Tracy,
very.
you don't play characters like that. I don't know.
No, I'm usually very calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy's not really a thief, other than like she did steal $50 out of my wallet. I didn't know until
mean,
after game was over last time.
You said I could borrow it, and you just forgot. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just take it out. It's fine."
Well, yeah, because what happened in
Wait, this
Tracy's
is real?
defense? Yeah,
What
this is
happened
100%
was-
real.
Oh, this is
In Tracy's defense, she was like, "Do you have $50?" And I was like, "I think so." And then that was the end of the conversation. And then when I got home to
like-
Burbank, I was like, "Oh, I don't have that $50 anymore." And then we talked about it later, and she's like, "Oh no, you gave that to me." And I was like,
Right.
"I don't remember that."
Do you have $100?
I do, yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I have it? And
No, I'm not gonna give you $100.
Can you
No,
not
you
remember?
don't.
No.
No, you're not supposed to ask.
Wait,
the
am I
second-
doing it wrong?
No,
it
you're
wrong.
doing it wrong.
You're doing it
Yeah,
wrong.
you just want to check and see how much he's got on
Right.
him.
You
That's
just
it.
ask if he has
Yeah.
it, and then you take it.
I
Can
do
I
have
have
it.
your wallet?
That's how it works. Right.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Am
Here
I
you
doing
go.
it right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. That works.
But
It feels wrong.
it feels wrong also to me. I don't know why, but it doesn't actually give me the wallet.
All right, Lita is our thief.
Shifty, a little messy.
Oh, a little messy.
little messy.
What does that mean?
It's fucking hot.
Yeah,
Right?
so fucking
So
hot.
fucking hot.
Hot mess?
But like in a Cindy Crawford on the beach day hot, like messy.
Oh, so your hair's a little bit out of place.
Yeah, like messy.
Like messy.
Noted.
Not they're like tiny animals in her apartment eating
There's, like,
the
little-
food on the floor.
Yeah, and I sweep the floor sometimes. Oh, and I,
Okay.
right? Then I-
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, she was kind of into that whole thing, the whole nature shit. I guess.
Oh,
the whole
okay.
Nature shit. But when she was a little bit younger, she was tasked to steal something of great value to somebody. It might have been a petrified sword.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
But, I mean, let's say a little younger. However, she was not able to actually pick it up. So she actually took the magical stone that kept it petrified and strong.
Oh my god, Chris. I mean, she's
So
Shakira.
maybe these people didn't, maybe he doesn't know that it's missing. Maybe he doesn't really know what it looks like because
So you have so you're saying you have a piece of the actual sword, and
Yes.
it's the magical stone that kept the whole sword like in one piece.
that
without
kept
the-
it
like
very,
a
that
pommel
kept it
stone.
strong.
Yeah.
That kept it
Uh-huh.
indestructible. So it's just kind of there, looks cool. But
The stone, it provides the magic.
it
as
provides
well.
the magic to keep it as strong as it is.
So
but-
it's ceremonial now.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Right.
But what happened was I
Girl.
was playing in the forest with
Like
my
you do.
brother
Okay.
and was not okay. I was like, I don't know what his name is. But
Wait, are you related to Chandler?
no.
Oh, okay. You're playing in the
I was,
forest with your
I
brother.
was playing like a few siblings and like kids and stuff like that, and this stone that is actually not, when it's not attached to the sword, brings good luck or bad luck. It brings bad luck.
Oh.
So some creatures actually came and wiped out my entire village.
Oh
That's
my
some bad luck.
So bad luck
It's very
follows
bad.
the stone?
That's some bad luck.
Yeah. So wherever I go,
And you still have it?
I still have it, but I don't know that it's the stone.
Yeah.
It's karma.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh,
you
so
think
you
it's
don't even know that the stone is bad luck.
No.
Oh.
Because it's not.
Well, my holy coral
it's
is
not
good
supposed
luck.
to be with me. It's supposed to be part of that sword, and I took
Right.
it.
Sure.
So it's karma.
My
Sure.
holy coral is really good luck, so can that cancel out? And like not that many bad things happen to us.
So nothing happens.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Nothing makes for greater, more epic storytelling than this is the story of 4 people who went to lunch. And
Everything
it worked out
cancels
fine.
itself out.
They all had salad. All right.
I hate salad.
Oh, the biggest conflict. Tune in to see the biggest conflict
Look
of
out.
lunch.
Somebody thinks Mr. Good bars are actually delicious and tasty.
They're almost all gone.
Mr.
All right.
Good Bars are the best candy
They
bars.
are. They're great.
No.
Yes.
Disagree.
All right. So here's a question for you, Lita.
Yes.
when you went to get your thieves training, your actual full-on thieves training,
Yes.
you went to the city of New Fair Thane. 3 different thieves guilds tried to recruit you. There was a furious, I don't know if you want to call it bidding war, but there was actually, like offers and counter offers made. 3 different guilds tried to recruit you. What did they think that you had that they wanted so badly, and what ended up when you finally did get recruited? What organization did you finally go with?
It was like
Okay.
before Peyton Manning broke his neck.
So, thieves are not good people. So when they found out about my past and that I was able to stay so steely about it, so like, yeah, I'm fucking bitch, you know, like they're like, we
Bad
need
bitch.
somebody like I'm bad bitch. They need somebody. They wanted me because they thought I was indestructible, and that I knew everything about everything, which is totally false.
That's how I feel about Trump.
Yeah. No, he's not
Trump
indestructible.
is kind of a
though.
bad bitch.
As in
everything
literally,
about
he's a
everything.
bad little bitch. And then, so what happens to
So which organization did you finally choose? Like they all admired your resolve and your poise, and you're able to think under pressure. And what made you choose the one that you went with?
I actually went with the one that had the. I mean, this is gonna sound so simple, but I went with the one that had like, not the worst reputation, but the one that
The
like
underdog.
everyone's afraid of.
Oh, so the one that's like
Slytherin.
Slytherin. I went with Slytherin.
Yeah, that was Slytherin.
Chat,
don't
we're gonna
get that
leave it up to you
reference.
to name that thieves guild.
Yeah, name it.
We need a name for the thieves guild that is the most feared thieves guild in all of the
I
land.
think I made up a really good one. Slytherin.
Slytherin.
I know that that's Harry
That
Potter.
seems
but I've
familiar
never
to me
seen it.
for some reason.
I've
I
never
can't
seen
put my
Harry
finger
Potter.
on it.
Serious?
Okay, so we've introduced all of the characters. We know something about their backstory. Now we move on to a very important part of help developing the group fiction here. So the easiest, we're going to move on to the bonds section of the character sheet, and this is our final section before we actually begin adventuring. So I think the easiest way to do this is that we'll just go around the table and just keep going around. So read a bond, and then where there's a blank, you're going to fill in one of the other characters' names, right?
Cool.
So give us your first bond, and then we'll go around.
First bond is blank is puny and foolish, but amusing to me. And that obviously has to go to Chandler.
Chandler. Okay, very good.
Chandler.
All right.
Chandler is puny.
He's so soft.
That's true. I am pretty soft.
His dad bod.
Okay, with my man bod
Oh, man bod.
and dad bod.
Man dad. Man
Man
bod.
dad.
Hey,
Oh,
dad
God.
man, what's up?
So my bond, blank will play an important role in the events to come. I have foreseen it, and that is going to be Shashina.
All right.
Shakira.
Shashina.
Shashina.
Shillelagh. Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin.
Shakaka.
Shakaka.
Okay. So look at your first bond, and then see if you can fill in the blank for somebody.
I stole something from
Oh,
probably
yeah,
you.
Oh.
Wait, how do you spell it?
Shakira.
Sha, S-H-A, dash, Sheena, S-H-E-E-N-A.
Shashina.
Shashina.
Shaw Ed Sheeran.
Shakaka.
Shit, Sheeran.
Okay, blank smells more like prey than a hunter. Smells more like prey. Oh.
Okay, hang on. Blank smells more like prey than
Than
a hunter. Uh-huh.
Chandler.
Chandler.
Yeah, I knew it. I'm a wizard, okay? I'm not a barbarian or a ruthless
I will
thief.
say, this is the way that the game works, is that patterns emerge, right? So details present themselves, and if you have improv training, you will see how this plays into that. But if you do not have improv training, this game will help you develop those improv muscles, where it's like, oh, okay, we've kind of like put the spotlight on Chandler as kind of a weakling.
Aw.
Bing, bing, it starts to make sense, all right? Follow the pattern, see what happens.
Bing, he said.
That's right. So we
Chandler
have,
Gring.
the chat gave us the name of the Thieves Guild that you joined. What is it called?
They're called the Garbage Assassins. assassin.
The garbage assassins.
Of course.
The garbage
Rick doesn't know, but the term "garbage people" refers to everybody in chat because Sean is relentless with them and has dubbed them garbage people, and now they
rally behind
The
Yeah,
garbage
really
assassins.
I don't know if I was the one that originally called
absolutely
them garbage people.
yes, it was you.
Or if we all at
No.
the
Yeah, I
same
don't think
time
there's-
spontaneously decided
Sean,
It was either or.
It was
It
one
was
of
either
those.
you or we all said it at the same time without any
without
provocation.
looking at each other. Yeah.
All right, let's
but
keep going around the
history
table
will-
here.
Okay. Oh, that's
So your
that's
next
me again.
bond.
Blank's ways are strange and confusing, and I think that's the druid.
All right. So
Rasa.
Rasa, R-A-S-A.
Rasa's-
Rasa.
Rasa's ways are strange,
strange
and
and
confusing to you. All right, that makes a certain amount of sense. Next
Gotta find my
bond.
branches.
Okay, blank is keeping an important secret from me. I'm gonna say that's gonna be Lita.
Interesting.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
Now,
Yes.
that it may just come up later. Like you may figure out what that secret is. You don't have to know what it is right now.
Okay.
But
And I certainly don't know.
Right.
That is the nature of a secret.
And maybe I don't know that I've done something really bad to your family.
I don't like that.
it may be revealed. All right, next bond.
This is blank has my back when things go wrong. I don't know.
Blank has your back when things go wrong. Now, here's the thing. We do assume that you have been adventuring together, right?
Okay.
You're not just random strangers meeting. So
Yeah.
you have done some things and been in some precarious situations together.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and say Rasa because we come from the same elf-ish.
Yeah, I got your back, girl. Awesome. That makes
All
sense.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The spirit spoke to me of a great danger that follows Lita.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Makes 100% sense.
Blank is always getting into trouble. I must protect them from themselves.
Oh, Lita.
That sounds about right.
Oh,
That
Lita.
sounds about right for Lita.
Oh, Lita.
Confused
Oh, man.
individual.
All right. I'm sorry, just repeat that one for me.
Is always getting into trouble. I must protect them from themselves.
Ah.
That rogue.
Wow.
Always
This,
getting into
okay,
trouble.
so things get really
If I give
interesting
you your
there.
stone back, I won't be in so much trouble.
Right.
Okay, blank is woefully misinformed about the world. I will teach them all that I can. Rasa.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
Yeah. She's off to get her branches. It's time for branches. Will branches appear to me today?
you're
All
like
right.
you're like the actor in LA right off the bus.
Yeah. Helena Bonham Carter version.
Next up.
Bond.
Oh, me. Oh,
Blonde.
blank. Obviously, it's probably going to be you. You know something incriminating about me.
So Chandler
Oh,
knows
shit.
something incriminating about Lita.
Chandler. Not quite the dum-dum we thought.
Wait, no. What do you mean? Not quite the dumb dumb?
Who thought I was a dum
That
dum?
was okay. Hold on. That was literally the one thing that I am not is dumb.
I have. Whoa, this is interesting. I have showed bad grammar. Shown is what it should be.
To whom have you shown?
Yes, I have shown Shakira
Shashina.
a secret right of the land.
Oh, a secret right of the land.
Yeah.
What did you show me?
Well, he
Interesting.
snuck up on me while I was doing it. The secret right.
What was the secret right?
Yeah, Shyster, tell us.
I don't know. That's what.
Maybe, yeah.
We don't have to decide that
We don't.
now.
Okay, I'll write it on a third Japanese index card. Here.
They probably could
I
be
guess
made
you
in
should have
that.
gone to Daiso and gotten your own, because I'm hoarding mine.
Did I like walk in on you naked? Is that what happened?
No, wow.
Next bond.
Oh, Blank shares my hunger for glory. The earth will tremble at our passing.
I don't know if that's anyone in our group.
Oh.
Who in this group hungers for glory besides you?
Yeah, glory.
This needs to go away.
I know. I
You didn't want me to hold it?
I don't know.
I just don't want it.
Tough.
It is tough. Shares my hunger for glory. The earth will tremble at our passing.
I just want to be powerful.
I feel like I'm gonna.
By default,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I'm
do
gonna
feel
go
like
Alright.
Shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the Earth will trim. I feel like
Because
yeah.
I think your quest for evidence is,
Yeah.
is a form of
As
glory.
a form
I'll
of
buy it.
glory to
Yeah,
you know you're
because
trying
it is more about proving everyone wrong,
right.
than any actual help that I can do with that information.
What bond do you have next?
It's just blank.
Oh, okay. You don't have another one to fill in?
Nope, I have 3.
That's fine. That's all good. Lita, do you have another one to fill in?
I do, and I think I want to make this super interesting. Blank and I have a con running.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you and Shoshina are running a con. All right.
But I'm running a con against you.
Wait, what?
Wait. So you have a con running with
And then
you're-
Shoshina, but it's against Shoshina.
No, it's just with him.
Oh, okay. But who's
But
it
I also
against?
stole something from him.
Oh, okay.
What she's
well, that's,
saying
you
is
probably
that they're
told-
running a con together,
Mhm.
but also, apart from that,
Ah.
she has this secret from him that he doesn't know about. Like, that's her con,
Gotcha.
right? Is that
Yes.
a correct interpretation?
Yes.
Very good. All right. Rasa, do you have
Okay.
another bond?
Yeah, blank has tasted my blood and I theirs. We are bound by it, and that's Lita.
Ooh, gross! Don't do that.
Lita,
That's
that's why you have my
unhygienic.
Yeah, no, we got in a scuffle, but we got through it.
Okay.
And that's how you know.
But also, you tasted her blood.
Bloody noses and stuff.
Oh yeah, like through fighting. Ah.
So it's a metaphor.
Like the blood.
That's not a.
I don't know. You're a druid shapeshifter. A lot of weird things could have happened.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
True.
Mm,
You
I
probably
tasted
did
blood.
just bite flesh and get blood in your mouth.
All right.
Probably. We
With
got in
your-
a scuffle.
Yeah.
Does
Panther
anybody
form.
have any remaining bonds that are unfulfilled at this point?
No.
I'm good.
Okay, so the reason that these things are important is number one, it you now have a web of party relationships, right? You have been given sort of preformed Mad Libs fill in the blank kind of formula for actually creating interesting relationships within the party. You're working together, but you also have a secret from him. You have a secret about him that you can possibly reveal. You saved him. Like, these are all things that have made the party in the short span of 10 or 15 minutes now just incredibly more rich beyond
Right.
what we could have just like sat around and like
Bullshitted about.
you know, like open-ended thought about. So that's number one. Number two, if you choose to assist someone in whatever they're trying to do, you can choose to assist, or you can choose to hinder someone. If you're like, no, wait, I want to stop him from grabbing that, whatever, from pulling that lever. If you want to hinder somebody from something, you roll 2d6, and you do not add a stat modifier. What you do is you look at your sheet, and the number of times that their name comes up in the fill in the blank, that's your bonus modifier. So if you wanted to assist Chandler in some sort of action, you'd roll 2d6, and because his name shows up twice on your bond sheet, you would add +2. Okay? If you get a 10+, he gets a +1 on his roll. If you get, if you're trying to hinder him, he gets a -2 on his roll.
All right.
If you roll a 7 to 9, you accomplish the same result, but you are also exposing yourself to danger or whatever
Sure,
he's
whatever
involved
the,
in. And then if you get a 6
consequence.
minus, of course, then I just get to do horrible shit.
So wait, so if you want to hinder somebody, you roll 2d6 minus however many times.
No. You roll 2d. Either way, you roll 2d6 plus however many times
Oh,
that comes
okay.
on it. If you get a 10+, then they subtract -2 on their roll.
Ah, oh, I see. Okay.
Huh. If you get a 7 to 9, they still subtract -2 on their roll.
Okay.
But you're now somehow exposed to whatever danger that they're
Whatever
involved.
consequences
Yeah,
that-
whatever the
Oh,
consequences
okay.
are. Now you're in part of it too.
Okay.
But didn't
Yeah.
you say that the consequences were kind of open-ended anyway?
They generally are, yes. But so if you rolled a 10+,
Right.
then there's no consequences for you.
Gotcha.
Like, you succeeded without cost. Okay?
Right.
If you roll a 7 to 9, well, now there's some skin in the game, right?
Gotcha.
And it's probably your skin.
Right. Cool.
Not always, but probably. And if you roll a 6, it can be anybody's skin. All right, so
Ew.
we've covered that.
Hey, you've tasted blood.
Max
Let's
load.
just talk briefly about the campaign world that we've created here. This is about the only piece of preparation that I've done, and that was to draw a map. All right, so I don't know if we can switch over to this camera here. so that we can get a look for everyone.
It's always on.
It's always on. Well,
Cool.
I mean, it's. So are they looking at it now?
Yep.
All right, great. This is a world that was formerly very sort of peaceful and your standard kind of like, I guess for lack of a better term, Tolkien-esque sort of natural world where elves and dwarves were living in harmony and everything was great and blah 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 blah. Your standard kind of fantasy tropes. When you unlocked the Dungeon Bastard, I apocalypsicized it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we had volcanoes rise up out of the earth. The sea began to boil. An entire lake filled with horrible, dank water was formed. A lush land turned to desert. What else do we need? This very apparently warlike group called the League of Iron Fire arose and took over this part of the continent. A strange monument was erected.
Or not. Not erected.
Cities were destroyed and moved. Entire forests were burned. The ruins of old Redentia now lay as maybe a solemn testament to the glory that once existed in this place, but no longer does. So, some fun facts that we learned about the world from our Patreon backers and from the players here at the table. Mosfect is a dwarven city. No one has been in or out in 300 years. They apparently, through their system of natural caves and tunnels, have sealed themselves off and now subsist on moss and lichens and sort of a sounds like kind of a sad diet,
Yeah.
right? Like it's
It doesn't-
very not unfulfilling.
It doesn't make for very happy people.
Very good, very good.
And that's where the name of it comes from. Mosfect.
Over here on this island is the Tower of Knotted Bone, and it is ruled by a being called Zontath. And Zontath has one very particular thing that he collects. He collects the complete skeletons of dead horses, and he uses them to outfit his undead army. To what end? We may find out later tonight. The floating prison is run by a group of clerics. They are all hobgoblins, hobgoblin clerics, and they capture and imprison arcane wizards and shapeshifters. Anyone who can change form through magic in any way. They serve a god called Kav, whose full name shall not be spoken unless you invoke the wrath of Kav. He is a goblinoid deity who presides over the portfolio of fire and light. All right, what else have we got going on here? What else did I write down? Oh, here's a couple things. All right. One of the things that you can find in the ruins of old Redentia is a statue of a vulture that grants the bearer the power to sense death. So that's there. Oh, let's kind of put some of these things out here. All right. This stone monument, which rose up out of the earth, appears to have been erected by an outer planar creature. Only those who have inner peace can enter the circle of stones, and it grants them the power to lock eyes with someone and cause their skeleton to explode. Brutal. The League of Iron Fire can control blood. They're basically blood benders. They can make it boil, they can make it shape, they can change shape, they can make it harden. It is an ancient magic which has only been mastered by them and which has made them such a powerful force in this land. Also, the assassins of old Redentia only take payment in blood, and that blood must not have been exposed to air. How you get that blood to them and deliver it to them is your problem. That's your mystery to figure out. But the Assassin's Guild who operates there is feared throughout the land. The curse of the Skullwater is that anyone who fully immerses themselves in it, first of all, they grow a thorny a thorny crown of bone. Their skull actually begins to kind of pierce through their skin. And every time they kill someone, their vision gets redder and redder and redder until they finally go red blind. So, this is our world. Let's put you in it, shall we? All right.
Where are we on the Bardic song?
Bardic song achieved.
Bardic song achieved. Well, then, before we go any further, and I have to remind myself of a couple notes here, let's have Rick take over and sing for us the Randy Bard song.
Randy Bard song.
Oh, I'm excited.
Don't look, otherwise they'll
Oh no.
I got the text. I'll bring that up when we.
Cool.
Oh, all right. And this is for you.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, put that on.
Will that pick up the guitar too?
Yeah, it's
Hello, everyone. Now you can hear me.
Imagine.
Can you see him?
All right, so yeah, this is called the Randy Bard song, and it's well, a bard is singing it, so you'll understand it. It's not, it's pretty straightforward. Hello there, lass with hair of red and armor made of leather. I'd like to lay you down upon a field of heather. I know what you are thinking. You'll say that I'm a dingus, but you will change your mind when I perform a sonnet. I know you like my words. My tongue is very agile. Sonnets are so powerful. Your chastity is fragile. As I serenade you, you'll be filled with longing. I'll make it that much worse as I go on prolonging this song that I'm writing to get you into bed. This song, the goal of which is for you to give me critiques on my sonnet. Jeez. I'll skip a stone on the lake, we'll watch the water ripple. I'd like to kiss you on your lips and also on your toes. Perhaps you'd be more comfortable if you unlace that armor. We can hide behind this bush so we're not seen by the farmer. I hope that you'll forgive a moment of vulgarity, but I have a magic ring, gives +6 to dexterity. My charisma versus yours to see if we undress. Oh, look what I got, a natural success. We'll sing the song that I'm writing. I don't mean to be blunt. This song, the goal of which is to see your personality. Jeez, you guys. Your eyes roll back into your head as I recite my verse. You grab me by the hair and begin to curse. You couldn't help but fall for all my charm and swagger. You distract me with kisses and fall upon my dagger. We lay there surrounded by the field of heather, but before too long I grab my sword and you release your leather. We go our separate ways, never to meet again, until I realize you're played by my DM. Oh no, I just roleplayed sex with my dungeon master. Oh no, I'm a bad joke. I should have played a caster. Yeah, I'm gonna play a caster next time for sure.
Very good.
Thank you.
Rick Papandreou, ladies and gentlemen. Is there a place on the internet where people who enjoy your life can follow more of your life?
Not really.
No?
No.
All
Dude,
right.
social media is fucking awful.
Yeah, it's just the worst. I prefer to live as though I'm actually a bard. So I only eat mutton and I sleep outside and I don't own a computer.
Wow.
So, Instagram?
Yeah.
So you can find Rick touring Amish furniture stores across greater Pennsylvania.
They do not like this song.
You do not like the sun. You need to work more on the beard. It's,
Yeah, I
it's less
can't-
chin and just all
I
under.
wish I could.
All right.
But do you have a Twitter or an Instagram?
Yeah, I have a Twitter. It's at Rick Papandreou. I very rarely use it. So yeah,
A lot of
maybe.
people have social media here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So feel free to follow me, and maybe I'll tweet once a week about what I'm watching at the time. Hint: it's Arrow.
Oh, nice.
All right. You want this back?
If you want to
Oh,
talk
Flash 2. Always Flash. Legends of Tomorrow. Gotham on Mondays. That's how I know what day of the week it is. It's just by what superhero show I'm going to watch.
That's great.
Daredevil is coming out soon,
Oh, yeah.
March 18th.
Oh my god.
So,
I'm
you know,
excited.
should be good.
Season 1 was amazing.
It was amazing, right?
Yeah.
I'm so sick of people who don't think it was amazing.
They're just
Who
wrong.
doesn't think it was amazing?
Oh, there's just been people.
Yeah, people have opinions, and I don't
Yeah,
like that.
what I would, what,
Sometimes people
I have strong feeling about people who have opinions.
yeah.
They're
well,
entitled to.
Here's my
opinions,
thought,
even
and
when
this
they're
is
wrong.
this is a completely genuine opinion that I have about criticism of like art. Just stop.
Just stop.
Just stop it. It's not helping us. Just stop.
criticism of art in general.
Yeah, just don't criticize it anymore because nobody's getting anything out of that criticism. It's making you feel better that you wrote an article or some clickbait about Daredevil, but really just stop because it's not like the people who make Daredevil are gonna read that and be like, oh, we need to make some changes, guys. Like, no, all it did was get you some clicks. So that's how I feel about it.
Very good. All right. So,
a lot,
before we thank
Yeah,
you,
great
Rick.
song.
Really
Thank you.
great song.
We really appreciate it.
Before we jump into the action here, Variel donated to give.
It's
Variel.
Variel.
Vario.
Well, you need to put 2 R's in it, okay? It's that simple. Variel
What'd I get?
donated to give Shashina plus 2d6 damage for the rest of the session.
Oh my fucking
Holy God.
Quote, so he can finally live the damage-dealing dream.
Oh.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not playing a bard anymore, are
I'll
you?
take that charity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
The pity. You'll take that pity.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, Variel.
Yeah, I'll yell at you.
Yeah, keep doing it. Variel also gives advantage to every player for 1 roll. Okay, so we'll use the campaign coins for that. That is not a standard mechanic within Dungeon World, but the way that we're going to do that is you roll an extra d6 when you spend your advantage.
Nice.
You can roll an extra d6 and take the 2 highest.
Nice. Cool.
So that is
you.
that is a word there.
Thanks, Mario. Hey, is it
all
just a thing where, like, as soon as somebody sits at the head of this table, they start mispronouncing the names of people who,
I know.
who
Yeah.
tune in?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna start misgendering you too.
Okay, good. Yeah. I'm upset that that's gonna be me when I sit at the end of the table. And I'm gonna start doing that
So
wrong.
one other slight variation on the rules here that I would be remiss if I did not credit my wife for introducing this concept. There is a skill called Spout Lore, right? So normally the way that works is when you consult your accumulated knowledge about something, you roll and add plus int, okay? And on a 10 plus, the GM will tell you something interesting and useful about whatever subject is relevant to your situation. On a 7 to 9, the GM will only tell you something interesting. It's your job to make it useful, right? On a 6 minus, well, I just get to do mean things again. And I can ask you things like, how would you know this, etc., blah, 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 blah. The way that I am choosing to play Spout Lore this evening, which is completely optional, but is the way that we're going to roll with it, is you can choose to Spout Lore and introduce any sort of fiction into the game world or the situation that you want to, okay? And then we're going to do a Spout Lore check, and on a 10 plus, it's 100% true. On a 7 to 9, it's true in some way for you, but not necessarily the way that you understood it to be true. And on a 6 minus, again, I just get to screw you. Nice. So that's Spouting Lore.
I like it.
In a game I played earlier this week, the way it was used was they ran into a couple members of the City Guard, or they ran into a member of the City Guard, and the guy who was playing the Bard was like, I'm going to spout lore. I know this guy. He's a good friend of mine. It changed the game. So very, very, very interesting.
That's great.
Those are the rules. Does anyone have any questions about how they work?
I don't think so.
All right, great.
I think we got this shit.
We got this shit. You know what? That's character creation. Thanks, everybody. We've had a good time.
Bye-bye.
I'm kidding. Let's dungeon.
Let's
All right.
dungeon.
Boom. You guys are crossing the bogs of burning eyes. Your wagon has gotten mired down horribly, although you've managed to get it across most of the bog. You're trying to free it from the mire that it's stuck in. What creature emerges from behind a large bog, floating bog of rushes, a mound of rushes?
like a one-eyed, like
Tentacle with one eye.
yeah, like from Star Wars in the garbage disposal.
Oh, so like one eye of a flump sticks out of the.
All right, so an eye at the end of a tentacle
Yeah.
peeks out over the bog.
Oh God.
What do you do?
It might not be a bad thing. What if it's like the giant turtle from Neverending Story?
I want to go. I want to go and get out of here.
Oh, are you afraid of it?
Yeah, I'm afraid of it. Let's
You're
go.
not, you don't know what that is?
No,
What if it's
I spot lore and I know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell us what it is. What is it?
There are about 5 monsters underneath it, and they're all connected to this one eye. So it's like a Siamese twin, all connected by the eye, the optical nerve. So there's like 5. There's like five of them underneath, and they're all
Dr. Seuss
they're all
book? Like-
they're all like different. They're a type of crustacean. They're like crabs. They're like crab bodies.
and what
They're
if
crabs all connected by one
okay.
eye stalk.
Okay, 10.
Yeah,
Hey!
there's this
What?
horrible
Exactly
crab,
what it is.
multi-legged crab creature.
Wait, I'm lying, but is it minus intelligence? Minus 1 for intelligence?
It is -1 for
So it's a
intelligence.
9.
So that's a
I
9.
know.
it's still a pretty good roll.
That well, it's
All right. Sure. So, it's true. There is multiple, giant crab creatures who are connected. 5 is a way low number. This entire mound lifts up, and you hear this like blattering roar come across the bog at you, and you see the mound begin. What the fuck? Like,
No. I'm so sorry. I'm lying. -1 is 0.
That's true.
So never mind. 9. It's a 9. It's 0. So it's a 10. Sorry. But this is fun. So let's just keep going.
Fine.
Okay, so
This is fun. Let's keep going. You see this entire mound of grass and weeds begin to make a V of waves in the swamp as it moves towards you, and you're
And our
stranded.
wagon is stuck, right?
Uh-huh. All right. So the way that this works is, I've got 3 of the right cards here. The way that this works is whoever has an idea gets to do something, and then we're going to go around the table and, or not go around the table. No, we're just going to keep following whoever wants to do something, do something. So you are ready for action, sir. You are ready for action. You are ready for action. You are ready for action. When you take your turn, you flip it over, and you're done.
Okay.
Let's show the folks at home under the dice cam how it works.
No. Okay, I have
Here's
an
how
idea.
you're ready for action, and then
Is
when
it
you're done,
is it like a covered
You're
wagon?
done.
Does it have like one of those like?
You
big
tell
tarps?
me if it's
I-
a
I
covered
have an
wagon.
idea.
Is it a covered
All right,
wagon?
here's what I'm gonna rip off the like giant tarp that covers the wagon.
Yes.
And I'm gonna get ready to try to like toss it over the giant mound as it.
Whatever eye thing it is.
Yeah, exactly. Try to cover the eye stalk and just kind of like blind it. And
Okay.
Try to cover the mound with it.
I want to try and assist him. Can I like light the cover on fire as he's throwing it to try and throw like a flaming tarp onto it?
Sure.
So do I
All
roll
right.
an assist check for that, or?
You're ripping the tarp off, right? Listen, I think unless you've got this like wagon, what's your strength? 16? No. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. So you rip, a huge swath of the tarp off the top of the wagon, and begin like kind of like whirling it around so that you can throw it at this thing. And you'd like to light it on fire. Is that a rote cantrip or?
Oh, I just want to use a torch to light it on.
Oh, a
fire.
regular torch?
Yeah.
All right, you have a torch out. Yeah, that's fine. All right, fine. So you kind of get his attention, like he starts rolling around, and you're like, Sean or Shashina, and then he holds it down, and you light this.
I'm
light
like,
this
oh
canvas
yeah,
on fire.
I like this.
Yeah, great.
And then
All right. What's going on this side of the table?
So I don't know if this is a thing I can do, but because it's not on here. But can I manipulate the mud? Like I want to harden it so that the creature. It's
I don't
not-
think you have you don't have spells like that,
No,
right?
No, I don't have anything like
Yeah, you largely change largely change shape.
that. Yeah.
That's
All right.
most of what you
I'm
do.
gonna change into.
So you do not have spells available.
Fine.
to you.
I'm gonna change. I want to change into. I'm from I don't know if I mentioned the Sapphire Islands.
Yeah,
but
you did.
So like a seagull, but like that's more like an albatross.
An Alcatraz.
Sorry.
More like an Alcatraz.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it is. Okay. More like an albatross gull. That's a little like more dangerous.
Okay.
From the Sapphire Islands, and I'm gonna try to pop off the eye
There you go.
with my talons.
Okay. All right. So.
But I have to roll for
Yes,
that.
you do have to
Hack
roll
and
for
slash.
that.
Okay.
Well, actually, so she's shapeshifting, right? So you have to make your shapeshifter roll.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
spend
didn't
my
even
thing
check that.
already.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get a fucking
Pretty good.
12, which is great.
Great. So
So
that
I
gives
can
you a certain
hold-
number of hold, right?
I can hold 3.
All right. So the way that this works, this particular subsystem of the game works is you now have a thing called hold. All right. So you essentially have like 3 tokens that you can use on that move to do stuff.
'Kay.
Right. In your particular case, it's anytime you use an ability, major ability of whatever form you're in, you have to spend 1 hold.
Okay.
Okay. So you can do essentially up to 3 things in your mega albatross form or whatever you want to call it to do that. So you can spend 1 to attack it.
Yeah, I want to attack it with my talons, specifically trying to yank the eye off. So 1.
All right. So you spend a hold to do that. So give me a hack and slash move.
Okay, is that 2d6?
That is 2d6. Yeah,
Okay.
plus the strength of your albatross.
Ooh.
But
But I take my neck.
you don't use your own strength. I'll just adjudicate that. I'll say give you dexterity. I'll be generous. Give you a +1 on that roll.
Okay, so that's an 8.
8 total. All right, so you do strike the eye, and you do a D4 worth of damage to the creature. All right.
There's 1. 1.
All right. However, you do not slow it down, so it comes barreling towards you guys.
That eye is just like.
Now,
May as well not.
he's got this blanket ready. Is there anything that you want to do at range or anything before this thing goes off?
All right, this no, I'm gonna actually just go in and do it. Got this oil of
Yeah.
Taggart. It's applied, but it'll help it fall asleep into a light sleep.
Okay, so you're going to use some poison on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So
How are you planning to administer that?
it. Oh, that's not a roll. It's just I touch it. It's applied. I have to go up and touch it.
Okay, you need to defy danger.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
So you can either try and dodge it, or you can use your strength to kind of push your way up onto it and wrestle it. But
yeah, I'm not very strong.
okay.
So I'm just gonna do defy danger. So
dexterity?
So what-
dexterity.
All right.
Man,
So
that
what
leader's
are you?
always-
Much higher.
What's your plus on that?
2.
All right, great. So 2d6 plus 2.
That Lita's always getting herself into trouble.
Oh,
8. 10.
10. All right. So you managed to
Nice.
apply the you rush up to this thing, and even though you can see that the claws are beginning to, like, the big pincher things of
Yeah.
the crab underneath come out, you manage to like, are you gonna hurl the whole vase?
I have to
just
I guess apply it. Like I don't know if I have to touch it. Just,
okay. All right. All right.
smash it into its like eye stalk or
there
something.
you go. Yeah, I'm just gonna jam it in there.
Okay, great. So, oil of Taggart. Let's just take a look at what that does here.
It is a light sleep,
quickly.
but
It's going to put it into a light sleep. Huh? All right.
That's
so,
good though. I mean, if it goes into a light sleep, then we'll be able to
oil
murder
of
it.
Taggart.
right, like really fast.
Dangerous. Applied. The
How many
target falls
bodies
into
of
a
it?
light sleep.
How many bodies does
All right,
it
and you got
It
a.
just- this
Your
one
result
right
total was what?
10.
Oh, 10.
10? All right.
Yes.
So, yeah, you go up and you basically kind of like find this weird. There's you can see that there's a ridge of hard chitin in the mound of the of this bog that's moving, right? You know, that's essentially the bog has grown on top of this thing. But you can see there's a small crack in the chitin where there's the soft kind of like weird yellowy flesh of the creature. And so you take your oil of Taggart and you just kind of like quick splash it in there. And as the V gets bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden the thing just sort of like sinks. And you see the bog actually kind of like
Oh, good
sink
job!
probably a good like 1.5 or 2 feet.
Set it on fire.
Good
I
job.
don't know if I want to do that now.
All right.
Looks like
So
let's
it's
get out of here now.
it is asleep.
Well, we still
It's in
got
a light sleep.
Yeah.
The problem is our wagon is
It's still
stuck,
it's
so
still
Yeah.
stuck.
we have to remove
I
this
can
thing as
use
a
the
problem.
bird. I'm gonna use the bird to try to lift the wheel that's stuck. From
Okay, you're just an albatross, right?
Yeah.
You can make a strength.
Can you turn
can
into
roll
like
plus
an
strength
ox or something?
yeah, I can turn it to yeah.
That'd probably be a lot more useful.
I think that
Alright.
might help us pull it out more than the I mean,
No, I'll be an ox. I'll be a
ox to
version
pull- you
of
can
that.
pull the
From the
cart.
forest, I'll be.
Why haven't you been pulling this cart as an ox?
Yeah.
Well, he's not from the
Can't-
forest. I don't know that
She
I
can
would.
only shapeshift for very short amounts of
okay.
time, right?
Yeah.
She can't shapeshift for like hours upon hours.
Yeah.
I think
Why won't you
that-
be our beast of burden?
Yeah, I will. Beast of
Beast of burden.
Thank you.
All right, you'll have to make a new shapeshift roll to change.
Okay, but I don't know if I can do ox. I think
what about like a rhinoceros or a hippo?
that's more jungle.
Well,
Buffalo?
aren't you from two different places?
Bison.
You're from aren't
The
you from
forest and the Sapphire
the
Islands.
Great Forest and the Sapphire Islands?
I think horse would be the best thing.
You could become a stag, right?
Ooh, an elk.
a moose.
You could
A
become
moose?
a moose.
I want a moose. Come on, moose.
Oh, moose.
6.
Mama needs a moose.
Total of 6.
Uh-oh.
So I don't do it.
All right. So so you do turn into a moose, right?
Okay.
Halfway from an albatross.
However, you were flying above the creature, right? And you shift into a moose, and ka-thunk, you land on this thing, and all of a sudden you and there's eye stalks and claws come up, and
I throw the blanket on top of the moose.
Fuck.
and one of them gashes you for a D8 worth of damage. Please roll and
Oh, that
take your
is-
damage.
7.
You
Ow.
take 7 points of damage. And the creature has reawoken. I will note
Sorry,
that a donation from Merciless Deflower, you get an additional 1d6 to your damage for
Holy crap.
one time for one
Okay.
one attack, and you also get a 1d6
But I already have
damage
plus 2d6
damage boost.
for the
Right.
whole
Yeah,
night.
you're monstrous. This
I'm
is,
gonna
this is
be-
ridiculous. You should be able to kill this thing on your own, but
Yeah, please just attack it, guys.
all right.
God.
So everybody ready for action again? What would you like to do?
That was my second round, right? So I'm done. Nope.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, great.
The thing reawakened. You're ready for action. Fine.
Cool, thanks.
I look to Shawshank Redemption,
Whoa! Wow.
and
That's awesome.
and I wait for you. I wait for you to attack because we've been in combat before, and I know kind of the general deal here, which is that you're my wrecking ball. You're my dumb big oaf. Whatever.
Aw.
This is
That's
is
really
this a poem?
sweet.
You're my wrecking ball.
You're my wrecking ball.
Is this,
dumb big
I
oaf.
can't tell if this is turning into something sweet or something really, really demeaning.
No, I don't think it's demeaning. I mean, eventually I'm probably going to.
You're
need
not
to,
done yet. I will point out.
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
done
The
yet.
thing is, I don't. Yeah, it's not demeaning. Honestly, he is like my big dumb oaf, like protector, helper, or whatever. And someday I will have to probably shoot him in the back of the head down by the river. But before that time, we get along pretty well.
Yep.
So I'm gonna wait for him to attack as soon as.
He's
as,
like my big brother, the
just-
one I'm going to put down.
I just
someday.
wanted to pet the rabbit, Chandler.
Sure, great. So you're doing what? I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm a little.
casting. I'm casting invisibility after he makes his attacks. Once I feel like, because I want you to be able to make your next round
Okay.
of attacks from surprise.
Can I? How far away is this thing from me on the? If I'm standing on the cart, how far away is it from the cart now? Like it was charging up and then it. Fell
Yeah, no,
asleep.
like she stopped it like pretty close to you guys. I would say
Okay.
it's within 15 feet.
Okay. Would I be able to just say screw this tarp thing that I'm swinging around and then just jump on it with my sword? Because I was doing it to stop its charge, and now it's
So-
not charging
so-
anymore.
So just
Because I haven't thrown it yet.
right. No. I want to just make a point about play style here, right?
Yeah.
All right. So in a traditional RPG, you have an action economy, and it's really like,
But
oh,
dropping an
hey,
action
hey, can I move far enough? And then I'm gonna interact with an object, and then I get a, okay, like,
Right.
So the question that you're asking at that, like the way you're phrasing it, is like,
Too many actions.
No, it's perfect for that type of game. In Dungeon World, you get to do stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
So you can say, I throw down my cape, I grab my sword, I leap into the air, and I stab this thing in the neck.
What I do?
Yeah.
And I will say, oh, you're a little bit too far, or whatever. You know, like if there's mitigating circumstances, great. But you know
Okay.
what? Here's my advice.
You say
Describe
just phrase it as a statement. not as a
describe the
question.
coolest shit that
Yes.
you can do, and then I will tell you what you roll to do that.
Okay. That's what I do. I say, fuck this tarp, and I throw this thing to the side, and then I leap with my sword, and I try to just come down with it. You know, like, and I try to, like, pause in midair, but I can't. You know?
You roll high enough.
I've
you're-
actually mentioned,
you're not done
I've
rolling
mentioned
yet.
your character on more than one occasion. Like, you can't stop gravity.
Oh.
Like, did you see how I stopped in the air before I hit it? No, that didn't happen.
No, it totally happened. I felt it.
No, it's not possible. That's
Oh.
not an
All right,
option.
so if you want to use your advantage, you can use your advantage, or you just roll 2d6, and you're making a hack and slash attack that's plus strength.
Can I now with the appetites here? The appetite for pure destruction. Like how?
Oh my god.
I
Yes.
just want to fucking destroy this thing.
Right. Okay. So, you
can
can
I
roll a d8 and a
do-
d6, but remember, if your d6 is higher than your d8, there's a complication
Oh,
that gets
yeah.
involved. So it's up to
D6
you.
Is the higher the okay?
Right.
No, that's all right. I'm doing it.
All
Yeah,
right.
of course.
I'm doing it.
So roll these and add 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna advantage it, right?
Yeah, advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the advantage. I'm glad I.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
But you had 2, so you got a 5 plus 2
I got
is
an 8.
7. Huh?
Three,
no,
4,
3 and 2.
5,
you don't add them
6.
all together. You take the 2 highest.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I was. Oh, I'm sorry. That's
That's
right.
advantage. The way
Yeah.
the way we're using.
No, yeah. I was
advantage.
thinking.
Hey, but-
I was adding another d6.
The important thing is you didn't get a 6.
I didn't get
Right.
a 6 though.
So you got a 7. You do succeed. You do your damage, which is
What's
3d6.
What's the original d6 supposed? Or what's the original attack supposed to be?
your damage is d10, right?
Ah,
here,
there we
right?
go.
So you do a d10 plus
Plus
your
2d6.
2d6. Yep.
And you can he have a
Use the
third
extra
d6
one
if
if
he
you
wants
want.
to use the extra one that
If
was
he wants to
donated?
burn that now, he can do that.
Yeah, do it.
Just saying.
You didn't hit
It was-
10, though, so
it
there's
was-
something bad
right.
happening.
May as well kill it while you can.
Yeah,
before the
exactly.
bad
Let's
thing.
kill it as fast as we can before we
So-
all die.
Wait. Oh, that's what I can add the extra d6 to. Okay.
It's up to you if you want to burn it now or you want to save it.
Burn it now.
I'll burn it. I'll burn it.
Burn it
Give
now.
me-
All right.
Someone give me a d6. Oh my God!
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God!
Hey,
Chris,
Oh
Va-
my
Oh my God!
Hey, Varial, remember
Are
when
you
you
kidding
said
me?
you wanted to give a boost so that Chris could finally understand what it's like to do a lot of damage? It's going to be a long night for you. It's going to be a long night for all of us.
What was this?
We
I
haven't
think
learned.
that's a 3.
Oh god.
So the total is 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't add any modifiers. The total's 8.
Oh my
Great.
God, I'm so.
I mean,
Pretty
I got
cool.
nothing.
Well,
I
you
got
do,
nothing.
you do.
I mean, that is still a lot more damage than I could possibly ever do.
You
I mean,
leap up
yeah, I
and
did
you
one,
do
so-
stab this thing, and you do manage to kind of like your sword bounces off the crack in the or off of its chitin, so you're not able to hit it as hard as you want.
Right.
But you are able to kind of like skid the blade down into the kind of like the neck area and take a slice at it. Unfortunately, it screams bloody murder and reaches up at you with a claw.
Yeah.
But it grabs Lita instead. D8 damage. Roll it. You take it.
2.
2 points of damage to you. Now, if you're wearing armor basically in this game works as damage resistance. So it subtracts one from damage
Cool.
that is relevant. You know, like if you get burned by fire, your armor may not save you.
I'm
but if
wearing
you get
leather armor.
that's a point of armor, yes. So you instead of taking 2, you only take 1. So it grazes you with its claw.
Well, then me too.
You have 1 more hit point than
I
whatever
had
you
2.
had.
Okay, I had a shield. Well, I guess.
Oh, you've got 2 armor?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
got 2
So
Oh, wow.
all right, so you've gone. Who would like to go next?
I would like to go
I
next.
used one of these.
All right, Lita, what would you like
Because
to
now
do?
I'm really mad.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to use both my dagger and my short sword,
Okay.
and I am going to cut that eye thing off the stalk.
All
Oh,
right.
And
God,
I'm
you're
just
going to
gonna-
eat the eyeball?
Yeah.
You drink the blood of your enemies to
You
gain their
guys,
knowledge.
you stop drinking blood, both of you.
I mean, I'm not a good person. My entire village was wiped out. and I don't know why.
I feel like you're both at the end of tonight going to be just drinking deer blood.
Dear blood. You should see what I wrote down for Barky's Brigade.
Oh my god.
Pass
Deer
this
blood?
one.
Dear blood. Yes, I did.
All right. So what sort of role is involved here? What sort of move is this?
So, I really just want to kind of ninja my way in.
Uh-huh.
And,
You have a move that lets you use both of your weapons?
no, I just thought I could. Because it's,
Okay.
it's a tiny dagger and a small short sword.
All right.
I don't know if I can do that. But I'd like
It sounds cool. Normally that would be some sort of special move, but I'll let you do it this time. So, give me a roll plus dex.
All right, would that be 4? Because just 2. Wow.
Just 2.
Plus
Let's
my
make it
plus-
crazy.
6?
6. Oh, a total of 6. Oh, nothing good happens, huh? All right.
See what you do?
Put this on me because you rolled bad. I'm not the patron saint of rolling bad. All right.
I nominate you for that.
That's not what this
I
is.
second. Do we have a quorum? Let's vote. What is Chris the patron saint of rolling
God
bad?
damn it! Why did I say
Everyone
that?
say aye.
I deserve that. I deserve that.
If
I
we
said
can
it.
get his name changed on the graphic,
Yep.
I would really appreciate
All right.
that. Patron
I
saint
deserve it.
of rolling
I brought
bad.
it up. I brought it up. I brought that on myself.
Yeah.
All right.
that on myself.
So here's a cool thing that happens from my perspective,
Yeah.
which is those weird claw things up there. She attempts to like stab this thing in the neck, but because it had already been kind of like swiping away, one of those claws grabs you, and then Lita disappears underwater. Oh shit! You see bubbles coming up. Who would like to go next?
Me. I'm a moose. Do I still have to, can I have 3?
I'm a moose. I'm a moose.
I'm a moose.
Hey, quick guys, I'm a moose.
Here's the thing. You got so startled when this thing roared up that you shifted back instantly. You failed your roll to shapeshift.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to turn back into a moose again, and then try to move the cart, because I feel like the faster we get out of here, the better.
All right, so before you do that,
Just show don't forget
I
about me.
won't.
Space Colonizer, who is known for his exploits colonizing space, gives advantage to both Sean and Amy.
Yes. And I'm going to spend it right now.
All right, so clarify for me, what's your move again? What are you gonna do?
Moose, and then I'm going to try to move the cart
Oh, okay. All right.
in the middle of all this. And I'm using my advantage right now to get a fucking 11.
All right, so you have 3 holds to spend as a.
Okay, first thing I'm
as a
gonna
move.
do is, how am I gonna? I need someone to harness the cart to me. So
Well, you can get behind it and push it. if
Okay, I'm
you
gonna get behind
choose.
it and use my great moose antlers. Is that what they're called?
Yep.
Yeah.
Moose have antlers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They're huge antlers. Yeah,
They're like
fucking
different
enormous.
shapes than normal deer antlers.
Different kind of.
What
Yeah,
else
no,
would
they're
they be
just
called,
broader.
Amy?
Yeah.
It's a different kind of antler.
They have bones coming out of their head.
Yeah. Okay. And
When
I'm
they
gonna
kill
push it.
someone, blood drips into their eyes and makes their vision a little more red.
Really cool.
I'm gonna move it along. I'm gonna push and move the cart along.
Sounds great. Give me a strength check. The moose strength is I'm gonna go +4 on this.
All right. 11.
11. Yeah. So you hook your antlers under the rear axle and lift this thing up, and then just bulldoze it off of the quagmire that it's been stuck in. So the wagon has now been freed. Chandler, I believe you're the only one who has not gone.
Sean.
Can I make a request?
Yes.
If you're going to use the word quagmire, you need to say it like Bernie Sanders.
Quagmire.
Okay.
Quagmire.
I have to work my way into my...
Quagmire.
Quagmire.
Quagmire. Ooh, that last one didn't feel right. Okay, so I'm actually, you know what? I'm not going to fuck around anymore. I'm going to get into my spells.
Yeah.
Whoa, look out.
All right, I'm going to give myself, I'm going to use one of my advantages that I was given I'm going to keep the one that Space Colonizer gave me. And I'm going
Okay.
to spend the one from before. So
Okay.
I'm taking one. This is the Space Colonizer one. So I'm going to keep that one, but I'm going to spend the other one when I cast my spell. And I'm just going to use Magic Missile on this bog beast.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see what the let's see what I get.
Wow.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with that.
What is
so we'll
that?
take
What
the
is that?
two.
What's that funky symbol?
That's the Nerdist symbol, which is a 6.
Oh.
So I'm looking at a 12 total.
Sure.
So I don't need to worry about complications.
Sounds great.
So I can cast the spell again later. and it does. I'm a moron because I put away my D4 that I knew I was gonna need.
Duh.
That was oppressive.
Wow.
How loud that was.
Brutal.
And I do 5 damage
Ooh, 5 damage.
with my magic missile.
Uh-huh.
Magic missile.
Very good. All right. Well, that's a substantial wound.
Yeah, I'm
That's,
pretty happy with 5 damage actually.
That's almost as much as your friend the barbarian
Yeah.
Shishina did with his sword.
Yeah. And I am farther away.
I was too busy
so
trying to pose in
supposedly
midair.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, everyone's ready for action. Who wants to go? Who's got an
I
idea?
want to go first.
Yeah.
Oh
do
yeah.
it.
So cut to Lita. The
Smash
water's
cut.
you can't see anything. This thing appears to be like dragging you under, and
Yes.
and you know it's clearly intent on drowning you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume it has a soft underbelly. Can I roll for the yes? Yes.
Spout
I'm
lore.
gonna do
Spout
that.
lore.
I'm gonna do that.
Spout
Oh,
lore.
you're gonna
spout
spout
lore.
lore that it has a soft underbelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oops.
Here,
Roll it again.
Wait. Can I do this?
you can.
Yeah.
You started rolling already.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you can use it if
Okay.
you're gonna spend it. Spend it now.
Okay. I just rolled a 9.
9. Okay,
Yeah.
and your intelligence modifier is how much?
It is none.
Oh
I have
no.
none.
Okay.
But 9.
But
Uh,
it's a 9.
It
Better
does
than
have a
6.
soft underbelly
But
that is attached to a sucker-like mouth.
Yeah.
It begins drawing you in. Like
Wait, is
it turns out it's not trying to drown you; it's trying to feed you to itself.
Oh, God.
So it's
Oh man.
just near it.
You're near its sucker-like mouth, yes.
And so also soft underbelly.
Soft underbelly. I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Damn
go
it.
for it.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
God, please. I rolled a 6.
Wait, does she add her dex to hack and slash?
Do I?
Or is that strength only?
Can you use your dexterity or strength underwater? What kind of jerk do I want to be?
It does kind of.
You rolled a 6. You get sucked into its gut. Come on. I'm not giving you a free pass on that one.
Okay. I'm going
Just-
to.
It engulfs you with its weird. And you know what? There's tentacles inside the mouth that just keep drawing you.
my God.
Little cilia that keep. Not little, big
Bedtime
cilia.
nightmare.
I'm gonna cry out a challenge to it.
Okay.
What are you waiting for? That's what it's called. That's what the ability.
Your moves? Okay.
I can roll a con, and on a 10 plus, they treat me as the most obvious threat and ignore my companions.
Okay. Sure. I mean, she's not a threat anymore. She's
That's
going to be
true.
digested
She's
in a
already
couple
been-
rounds.
Spit out.
No, I'm just being.
Oh, I'm sorry.
tickled.
Take a D8 damage.
All right, ready? 3.
3. Does armor reduce cilia damage?
Oh right, yes.
I'm going to say you take an extra point from being underwater and potentially drowning. So,
Okay.
unfortunately, no. You're going to take the full 3. All right, make your roll plus con.
Hey.
6.
6.
My fucking god.
You guys are really good at this game.
We're really awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna go next.
I gotta say, I'm always the one that has to bail us out, guys. Why is it that I'm so good at
gonna
these
do-
games?
Hang on.
yeah,
He
good
rolled a
stats.
We haven't
6.
even found out what happened yet.
Bad shit is about to happen.
No.
I think this is the point at which you find out that this thing has eye rays.
I raise.
All right, so the 3 of you who are above water each take a D4 damage.
Oh.
You got 4.
4.
Can I roll?
Alright, a D4.
1.
1. But armor doesn't protect against eye rays, does it?
Yeah, does
Tracy,
armor-
Farquaad
Does armor
gives
protect
you
against eye rays?
advantage.
Farquaad.
Thank you,
that's yours. I'm
Farquaad.
sorry.
Does armor protect against?
Eye rays? No.
Yeah. I didn't
No.
know.
What
armor
about
does
the
not
unencumbered, the unharmed bonus I have? It's an unarmored bonus to armor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then
Unencumbered, unharmed, so long as you are below your load, where neither
Below
wear
your max
armor.
load.
you get plus
Are
one
you?
armor.
Are you? So you are below your load.
I am below my load.
Okay, cool.
Are
you below your load?
You know what? I'm below my load.
I'm a fan of rewarding you for reading your character sheet, so sure, I'll let you reduce the damage by 1.
Yeah. So I don't take any
That
damage.
seems like a cool barbarian thing to do. Oh yeah, the guy who caused it dodges the eye ray.
Oh,
Sure. All right, it burns a hole in the wagon.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the Heimlich maneuver on the thing to spit Tracy out.
So, explain to me how that's gonna work,
I'm a
because
moose.
most of it is underwater, right?
Okay, just Tom. She's a moose.
So my main question here is: are you, as a moose, diving into the water and going underneath into the bog?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And just like ramming the stomach, basically.
Yeah, with my antlers.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna ram the stomach. get my friend out of there.
You know what? I'm gonna call this a dexterity check for the moose.
Okay.
I will give the moose like a. I don't know if I can give him a +1 on dexterity. Straight up roll.
Okay, and I'm gonna use it.
Use your advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, dick in a box. 7. 7.
7.
Hey, not a 6.
Okay. All
At
right.
this point, we're just
So
looking for
I'm gonna say that you do. You're underwater. So I'm gonna say you do a D10 damage to this thing.
Yeah.
But as Tracy is ejected, she's gonna take a D4. I'm
Worth
sorry,
it.
as Lita is
Worth it.
Worth it.
Is ejected.
Because you're out.
A 2. 2 damage.
2 damage. All right. Noted.
I'm
And roll a
underwater
D4.
now.
2.
You take 2 points that you cannot resist. All right, but you are belched back out into the water, kind of free of this thing
man.
for the time being. You two have
And a
not
bunch
gone
of
yet.
bile probably.
No,
comes
Oh
out.
yeah, there's this like
God.
cloud of
Accurate.
chum, like little crawfish, and you know, like
It
half-eaten
ejected its babies.
frogs
or
and stuff like.
Yeah.
And its babies.
Frogs and
It
eels.
ejects its babies into the water. Yes,
Oh,
that's
God,
what
why
happens.
would you do
Ah,
Why would you
little
do that?
weird tadpole things like come out and start swirling around.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Sorry.
You make a great dungeon master. You're welcome to trade seats anytime.
It ejects its babies and deer blood.
Wait, what? It's your blood. What?
Imagine the Stay Puft Marshmallow
Yeah.
No,
Uh-huh.
they're
Yeah, don't think of anything when the
Why
DM
don't
is
you
sitting in the
transform
Dungeon
yourself
World
into
chair. Don't think
a
of anything.
predator, like a shark, and eat it. Eat
Oh.
the babies.
All right,
'cause I'm in the
Chandler,
bog
Shashina,
now.
what would you like to do?
You know what? I'm just gonna magic missile it again because I didn't waste my spell last round because of how awesome of a spellcaster I am. So I'm gonna do the same thing this round.
All right.
Because I am real good at magic.
Real good.
Okay, so that's a 9. I got a 11. 11 to
All
roll
right,
my check.
you
so
are
once
real good at
again, I
magic.
will-
You do
I
not
will-
lose your spell.
Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew. My eyes are indigo.
Oh.
Not gray.
What's that?
Not gray.
No, they're not gray.
Where's that from?
That's from that
Summoner Geeks.
Yeah.
No.
That AOI.
Yes.
I don't know anything about that. What I do know is that my eyes are an indigo color, which is the same color as my magic missiles, and I'm just like I guess just like I'm still pelting into the mostly into like the body of the beast so far.
Great.
Ooh,
Oh!
shit. Fuck you, beast.
Nice.
8 damage.
All right, brutal. Brutal. Yeah, your bolts of force
Oh, that was my
furiously
second.
assail
Thank you
it.
for the advantage, Space Colonizer.
Yes, thank
you
you.
just earned me
Shashina.
8 damage.
All right, I'll hack and slash.
It has gaping, like smoking holes in it from.
I'm gonna try to
where
hack
your
at the holes.
compatriot.
Hack those holes.
Hack the holes.
Hit that gash.
All right.
Like-
That
11.
boy.
11.
11 plus your strength, so that's 13.
13.
Roll your damage. That's a D10 plus 2D6.
Nice.
10.
10
damage.
points of damage. Go ahead and describe your killing blow.
Okay. So I go for the two, like there's these like two burnt spots in it, and I just like go straight in like into the first one, and I like pull up out of it, and it just like spews all this like guts and like all that yellow
Babies!
just flesh, and little baby tadpoles are flying everywhere, and I do the same thing on the other side. I just like flying that one, and then I just don't stop. I just do that until someone stops me.
Okay.
All right. Right. So there's a
I know
5
just to let
giant
you go.
crab-sized chunk of dismembered beast kind of laying stacked up next to your wagon by the time he's done.
Unless someone stops, I'm gonna keep hacking at it.
I know what's best.
I am going to
so-
take Tracy's advice. I'm going to turn into a massive octopus and eat all the babies.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, for future.
6.
Why?
All right. So
You eat the babies.
you transform into an octopus, no problem, and you begin kind of like slurping these things, into your gullet, and they're tasty and delicious. However, you notice as Shashina is like furiously like slashing away, and there's gouts of blood and weird crab flesh kind of just flying into the air, like splashing, and waves of water getting thrown up around the swamp. You distinctly hear the sound of metal on metal.
As he's hacking into this thing?
It's coming
different direction?
from in a different direction for somewhere, or you would say within 100 yards.
I scream at you. I say, Shaq, stop! We have to go. I think there's somebody coming. It might be people running in armor, or it could be swords, but somebody's coming. We need to go now. You, stop being an octopus. No, seriously, stop being an octopus. I really need
I
you.
pick up the octopus and I throw it into the wagon.
I really need you to not be an octopus right now.
Hey, I'm back.
Thank you. I just need you to be able.
Oh, little baby crabs are so delicious.
Yeah, I saw you put a lot of them in you. We need to go.
How does this wagon go again?
I don't know. I think we might just have to run. I don't know if.
No, I clearly did it, right? Yeah, I'm the horse. Okay.
Do you want to try and shift again, or?
Well, how did we move the wagon before?
Well, it got stuck in the mud.
Well,
Yeah, but
somebody knocked it out.
what was pulling the wagon?
Oh yeah. Well, did we have a horse before that was pulling the wagon?
Give me a roll plus wisdom.
Nope. 6.
6. All right, so
Not my stat.
you take a d6 damage
Okay.
as a black arrow with black feathers comes sailing out of the rushes and hits you in the shoulder.
Oh shit!
It's actually not an arrow. It looks like a very short crossbow bolt, and he gives a yelp of pain, and you look and you realize that there's some sort of tarry black substance that's been smeared all over this arrow.
As soon as the arrow hits me, I'm like, oh come on!
Come on!
Yeah. Oh, check out that tarry black substance, you guys. That looks like.
I go and pull.
I reach
If he
back.
can't reach, I'll pull out the bolt.
You pull it out?
Yeah. Or do you want me to
Okay,
pull it
Well,
out?
I don't know if we should pull it
I'm
out
kind
just
of good
yet.
at poisons. Maybe I can check it out and see what
We
it
don't
is.
have time. Let's.
We don't.
Let's. Well, yeah. I
Let's
think
go
we
while
should.
you're in the wagon.
I just
I wanna
fall
turn
into the
a
wagon.
Moose. I want to turn into a moose and push us.
All right, so first thing that's happening is you're turning into a moose. Make your shapeshifter roll.
Please.
There you
Hey,
go.
a 10.
10. All right, so you have three hold on your
Moose.
moose. All right, you're falling into the wagon. You
Yeah.
can do that for free.
Yeah.
Do you want to do anything about this bolt that's sticking into his chest, or
Before you pull it out, just make sure it's not barbed or something.
Can I give it a check and make sure that pulling it out's not going to just rip his?
I'll check and see if it's barbed.
Just
Yeah, sure, yeah.
well, kind of like if I check it. Well, obviously you don't check it by pulling it out.
give me a wisdom check. Roll plus whiz.
That's how you check.
8.
And you have no bonuses? Nope. All right, so that's fine. As you're leaning over, you can see that it does have one kind of weird irony, or iron hook coming off. It doesn't look like it's got a very sharp point, but instead of having a broad head, or square or something like that, it only has one, and it looks like that one is kind of where the poison is meant to be dispensed, right? The bad news is as you lean over as you lean into the wagon to attend to him, another bolt comes sailing through and it hits Lita.
Oh shit! And it hits
Take a
her
d6
hard.
damage.
Damn it!
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Really wish our wagon was still covered.
But you get armor reduction.
Why'd you
on
just give
that.
me? I didn't uncover
Oh,
the wagon.
okay.
I think
I'm
you would get
literally
armor. It's
using my
a
brute
arrow.
strength to push us away.
Roll strength, then you get +4 on this.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah. Okay.
We got a real beast of burden here.
Oh yes, 14.
10. All right. So you're.
No,
I mean, the wagon is no longer stuck. So you're able to kind of like push it a good distance here along the trail that you've been following through the bogs of burning eyes. All right, Lita, you have not gone yet, right?
Okay, so
you did something. Lita, you're the last one to act this round.
okay, first I do have a question. It just says I checked healing potion. Don't know how many I have. Is that just one?
You have 1 healing potion. And you drink it, you get 10 hit points back.
Do it.
Well, there's a thing stuck in me. Don't know if it's going to continue to drain me. Okay, I do have another question. I am really good at. I'm a trap expert and a poison expert. I want to know if I can remove this without, like, because I feel like maybe.
It's about lore.
Okay, yes, I know all about these arrows and this poison.
You probably
I'm
have
really-
encountered these type of
I-
poisons before.
Because I'm part of the thief guild. I'm a garbage assassin, and I rolled 10.
There you
Nice.
go.
Yeah, you're.
Know everything. No.
All right, very good. You know that this is a poison called bloodweed.
I'm actually. I have that.
That's right. So then
Oh.
you know that whenever someone who's afflicted by bloodweed rolls damage, they roll an additional d4 and they subtract the result from their normal damage.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Until
we
So
can
it makes you
Until we're
weaker.
cured.
Mhm.
Because I am also a trap expert, can I pull it out? Is that considered because it's barbed?
Yeah,
Kinda trap.
I'm gonna say that that's probably a roll plus int, right?
I don't have any modifiers.
Well,
Just
then
roll.
roll
Good
2d6.
All right.
Hope the dice are with you.
Nice.
9.
9. All right. They are with you. Unfortunately, another bolt flies out of the bush and hits the moose. Take what are we deciding here? D6? D6.
1.
1.
No fucking
What a
big deal.
joke.
Do I have any armor as a moose?
No.
I guess not, huh?
But like, kind of. I got antlers, so.
So that's something.
Yeah, I
And a
believe you're
tail.
using those to push the wagon at
That's
this
true.
point. Your giant rump is presenting itself to whoever might be attacking you. All right, so everybody has gone. New round. Who would like to go first? Somebody have
I would.
Me, I want to push more.
She said she wanted to go first.
You
Okay,
can
fine.
you can push more.
I push
'Cause that's important.
Okay. Give me another strength.
+4 is
12.
12.
All right, so you are moving this with this wagon. Are you in the wagon? Where are you at?
We're all in the
We're on the
wagon.
wagon.
All right, so you're rolling this thing down the road at a fairly good clip with your very brawny strength, but you only have one use of your
Thing left.
shape shifting available to you. What do you want to do? You said you wanted to go next.
I know the cure to this poison.
Okay, you're spouting lore that you know the cure to bloodweed. What is it?
It's I've been fed like some kind of cure of bloodweed because of the garbage guild. So my saliva is the cure.
Ew.
All right,
Spit on everybody.
So you carry the antidote to bloodweed in your saliva because you have been trained so rigorously
'Cause I've
by
been
the
eating
garbage assassins. That,
You've been eating
they
bloodweed
just eat
for
bloodweed.
decades.
That's what makes
Yes.
them so imposing
You better hope you
and
roll
feared
big on
across
this,
the.
'cause
Yeah.
This could go
I
really
use
Yeah.
these right now.
You're
Otherwise,
using your
like,
advantage
wait,
to spout lore on
You've been
this.
eating it?
Yeah.
You-
I've been
are you
eating
just sucking that
bloodweed.
poison out?
No, I
Did you
spit
just
on
drink?
you.
Did you just drink that poison?
A 5.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
That's not good.
That's not good.
So
Why do you think
you
that?
know
Sounded cool.
you know when they told you that you were eating bloodweed. You weren't actually eating bloodweed.
Yeah.
He's eating arugula.
When
wasn't
they
I?
told you, it was you're actually you're eating you were eating parsley the whole time.
Parsley.
It's
It
just
tastes a
parsley.
little minty.
It's
weird.
so delicious.
I just
Yeah.
expected that.
And another bolt comes flying out and it finally hits you.
No!
D6 damage.
3.
Uh-huh. Who would like to screw things up next?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Do we see like if I look out the back, like do we see an advancing army coming on us? Like what do we?
Nobody's looked out the back,
That's what
so
I'm-
who knows?
That's what I'm looking at. I'm telling you, I'm looking out. What do I see? I'm looking out. What do I see?
All right, so give me a plus wisdom check. There's the distinct
9.
possibility that these bolts are actually coming from somewhere.
9.
9 total.
Turned into
Great.
a horse and ran. Oh no!
So you do catch a glimpse of a figure who's clad in all like forest green and has woven bog reeds and twigs and things like that into their cloak, and they've pulled their cloak over. However, one thing that is very distinctive of you is they have a crossbow, and the flex part, the bow part of it, is fashioned from ox horn. Right? So there's like
Right.
some sort of like, and you know that this is the mark of the assassins of Rindincia.
Okay.
And the reason you know this is because another arrow comes flying, or another bolt comes flying out of that crossbow and hits you in the chest.
Ow.
Take another d6.
Is anyone here?
Ow.
Oh, now you roll, Max.
Now,
Yeah.
I should. I need to update you on two things. One is Telebro 1980 heals Tracy's character for a d6.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what?
man.
That one could be all the difference.
That's true.
Because that brings me to my second point. In this game, there is no like, oh, you fall unconscious as a result of negative hit points, or this game is relentless. When you hit 0, you die, and there is a, for analog term, a death save. But if you get one shot at it, and if you fail it, you are dead.
Fuck.
Lucky dead though? Or
Dead.
Unless you have the upper hand, in which case I can make an offer to death in return for my life.
Yes,
On
you
a 7 to 9.
you have
Oh, wow.
you have an ability to affect
Wow.
your last breath, but everyone else,
Not so much.
bad things will happen.
Well,
so
I
keep
have
that
some
in
good
mind
news.
as you track.
I will
your hit
never
points.
reach that point. I am gonna cast magic missile at the nearest assassin in the trees that I see.
Okay.
That is an 8. Yep, that's an 8. So I do unfortunately have to deal with. I have to make a choice.
Do I know if one of us has an issue with the Knights of Rendencia? If
Clearly, at least one of you does.
Yeah.
I'll say that out loud. Does anyone have a problem with the Knights of Rendencia?
I don't know.
Actually, the Knights of Rendencia have a problem with it.
Oh, is that who they are? Is that who we're running away
The
from?
moose says. They look like some of your people.
I honestly don't think they have a problem. I didn't think they had a problem with me. They're pompous and stupid. They don't know what they're talking about.
So it's Shaunaman. So it's the Shaunaman.
No, I don't think so.
Chandler.
I'm pretty. Listen, Chandler's pretty self-aware. I think Chandler would know if he had a problem with someone. 7 damage. I draw unwelcome attention or put myself in a spot.
Now, reminder, you are affected by bloodweed, so
Oh shit!
I
So
think
it's,
that affects you no
D4
matter
less.
what, right? Yep.
So 7 minus. So I do 4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
That's still not
I'm
bad.
gonna spout lore and say that I know that if I defeat this creature, this knight of Redencia, that I will get my branches. A 7.
7 total?
Yeah.
You believe that, might be the case. They are legendary assassins. You did 7 points of damage, right? Okay. Very good. Who has not gone? Who would like to act?
Me, and I want to turn around and ram right into that thing.
All right, roll plus
Now
strength.
that I know what it is, plus strength as a moose is 4,
Yes.
so 8, 12. And then after this I have to.
All right,
not
so
be
you
moose
do
anymore.
a D8 damage to him.
8.
Ooh.
She's a moose. She can charge across
8.
the thing. Ooh, 8 points of damage. Very good.
And now I'm not a moose anymore.
Okay, describe your kill.
Yay! Oh, yes, I got my branches.
Well,
no.
maybe.
Okay, so I just, well, it's very simple. I bear down, and my antlers go straight right into the crossbow, but kind of torque the ox bow that the ox horns actually do the
Nice.
stabbing
Yeah.
right into the soft part of his belly, or her belly, and yeah, I go like this, and my antlers like,
And you
fuck
paw
up,
the
Kind of
ground.
dish-
fuck up her face, and my hooves like, I kick her while she's down.
Maybe not necessary.
Yeah,
You should kind
But-
of poisoned all of us.
yeah.
Well, there's just one? There's just one of them?
Yes, there's
Oh.
just one.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I thought there was more than one. That's why I was picking
again,
and then I
and-
turn into a normal person, and I'm like, oh well, this has been fun. I think I got my branches.
Wait, you think that was your life goal?
I think so. They said you would know it. They said the trees told me you would know it when you saw it.
So,
And
so
I
like
you
think I
feel,
know it.
obscenity.
I
so you
think I
feel
know it.
right now,
I think so.
you feel right now you've accomplished the greatest thing you could ever do in your
really
life.
do. I think I've got my branches. Yes,
So
I
I
think that.
remember something while she's killing this thing, and these knights may have the cure in their saliva.
Oh, they carry the
They
antidote.
might have been-
No, they. It was not me, but they
But
did.
they might.
Maybe they do.
Uh huh. Go ahead and,
You've got a
and
real-
spout lore.
Lita starts making out with the dead
Six.
assassin.
Yeah.
Remember when those guys told you that you were joining the Garbage People Assassins Thieves Guild?
Oh my god.
Kind of the Trump, Trump University
it was a
of
really good
of Thieves Guild.
story, but now that you think about it, you're like, our
This
pick
is
rocks
the best
thing,
Thieves Guild ever.
it was just stacking wooden blocks on top of each other.
Yep.
And then when we had to practice backstabbing people, like we just used spoons and kind of like poked each other.
You got scammed.
In
Yeah.
fact,
Damn, those jerks.
it's almost like the guys who were running this guild were a bunch of fucking garbage people. Now that you reflect on it, most of the time what you did was sweep up the stables, pile up horse dung, and then watch some jackasses on a little magic box that every other week would like show their exploits where they sat around a table and were just like made rude comments to each other.
But do all of these
Sounds about right.
exercises turn me into Jackie Chan from Drunken Monkey?
No.
You have to go
Just
to-
checking.
You have to go to this temple. For
Okay,
Yep.
that's right.
All right.
Well, I would like every one of you to look at me in a different light.
You have your branches.
I have them.
You are so strange.
You're a strange little creature.
My opinion of you has not changed.
That's not right. It should
All right. So all of you can see like the black poison of the bloodweed beginning to spread through your systems, right? You can see like the veins spiderweb across your face as they turn black. You can see them spiderweb down your arm.
is this supposed
as
to happen?
They turn black.
Is this-
Your poison expert is like perfectly normal. Everything's fine. No, that's the saliva at work.
That's how you know
She's
it's
busy.
working.
She's like kind of like
She's just like licking her arm.
She's scooping like spit out of the assassin's mouth and like rubbing it on her arm.
It's fine. It's
Okay,
great.
I pull out my bag of books and just start flipping through my books in the hopes of finding something about this poison in there. So that's normally an intelligence check, right?
Yes.
And I get +1 from my bag of books, so 7, 8, 9. That'd be a 10 total.
You
Boom.
squeak out a 10.
Yes.
Uh huh. All right.
Thanks. Thank you, bag of books.
Thank
Well-
you, bag of
You
books.
couldn't do that to
What-
begin with.
What lore are you spouting about this poison?
Okay, so like as I'm flipping through the books, I'm like, I can't remember exactly, but I think there's some sort of like natural cure for this. And I look through it and I find it, and it's literally just that you have to like drink like a trace amount of mercury, and if you drink just like a very trace amount of mercury, it completely counteracts
so,
the
like, lick a
poison.
mercury stick?
Yeah,
A mercury ball?
So it's the homeopathic cure
it's a
for
homeopathic cure.
blood.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. Sure. That is true. That is 100%
Yep,
true.
Well,
it
there's a
is.
big old
However,
crustacean.
the mercury has to be a tadpole dipped in mercury.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Pump her stomach.
Yeah, throw up.
Okay, I do.
Oh wow, that was easy.
There's also just tadpoles in the water.
No, throw up.
I found some over here, guys.
No. Trust me, this is the one we want.
You're right. This is better. You throw up, and a bunch of tadpoles come up.
All right, so I grab. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I grab 4 tadpoles. I break a thermometer.
You drizzle some
I
mercury
just
on it.
drizzle a little bit on each one, and I give it to each person. I say, just eat it like an oyster,
Don't
okay?
throw this up.
Keep that down. Okay, we should be fine in a little bit.
Yes.
Salty.
All right.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be.
I will drink the one healing potion that I have.
Very good. You get 10 hit points back. Also, BSB Care 1 gives Chris a reroll.
Yay!
That's big news. I made those expensive.
Yeah, that is SRS Biz.
SRS Biz.
BSB care.
Yes. All right. What would you like to do at this point?
Are there any other ways
Go.
to regain hit points besides a potion?
Have somebody pick a cleric.
You can make camp for the night and spend a day relaxing and resting and recovering.
Not
You
in
are
that
up-
you
area.
got your poultice thing.
I
You are in
have poultices and herbs. Yes.
Can you hit me with some of those?
Yes,
poultices
I
and herbs?
will do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is, but I will use one use. I have 2 uses only. How many points are you down?
I'm down 7.
How many do you have?
23.
Now it comes
You're
out.
at 7.
Well, how much does it? I mean, if it recovers 15, then no, I don't
Yeah,
need
yeah, yeah.
to do it. But if
How-
it recovers 7,
How many
then we
uses
might
do you
as well
have of
use
your
it.
I have
poultices?
2.
You have 2. So each time you expend a use, you heal someone for 7 points of damage.
So,
I might. Yeah, but you're worse.
but it's a, it's
No,
a
I'm
slow.
done.
It's a
I'm
slow.
fine.
You're not gonna be able to do it during a combat.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm just saying.
One or both of them?
Just
I'll
one.
use one
I
on
just need
him.
one.
Uh-huh.
You should use one on yourself.
I have one on myself, yeah, because I'm at 11 out of 21.
Okay, so
No, I'm at 18.
you
They're gone. Bye.
break out your healer's kit and
And everyone's got saliva and fucking mercury in them. I'm like, have you guys ever heard of Band-Aids? I start doing my thing.
so yes, you create a plaster of various herbs and
Poultices, as
And-
it turns out.
Yeah.
Salves.
Yeah.
all right, yeah.
As you're applying them to people, I say, "Okay, good, you're doing that right."
You see,
Good work.
You see a bird that appears to be made entirely of ointment fly over the swamp, hover above you as it takes a dump on your head, but suddenly you
Oh,
feel
man,
better.
It actually feels really good.
None of that surprises
Talk to
me.
it.
And it goes, "My name is Amy,"
And I just go, ha!
and then it poops on you too.
Does it as it's flying off? It says, "Me, Amy."
All right, very good. Anything else you would like to do at this point?
Get out of there.
Go get my branches.
Yeah, where are we going? Where are we on our way to?
I'd love to go home and to get my branches. If it's all the same to you. I would love to go to the Shimmering Isles. Let's go.
Okay.
Sapphire Islands.
Where were we going?
That's what I was just saying.
Anybody?
Well, I'm done.
Well, okay. Well, on the way to the Sapphire Isles, you could probably still stay with us and help us, since you've clearly completed your quest. An amazing feat of strength.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll stick around for a bit.
Well, I have some thoughts.
Didn't you want to go get your father's sword?
Yes, that is. I don't know where it is though.
Oh.
Well,
I spell lore. I know exactly where it is.
You describe it to her, and she's like, "Oh,
yeah." You describe it to me. It's made of
It's
petrified
made of petrified
wood.
wood,
So I'm
yes.
like, oh yes, I know of this magic. That it should be. It's inside the temple. It's inside this peace temple.
Oh, the monument of standing
Yep.
stones.
And I have, and that is a 4. I've heard of this. This was while we were learning about getting our branches. I was told, and I remember distinctly, that this sword, we gave it a name. It was called Chumpor, and it's inside of that temple from the other realm. Yeah, that's it. And we have to go and seek inner peace, and we will go, and that's where the petrified wood will be. Yeah, that's it.
Can I spout lore, but not actually try to spout lore? Basically, just I want to use what because clearly she doesn't know what she's talking about. Can I use that and twist it in a way that might sound like maybe she was close? Basically, I want to use your. So here's what I'm gonna do. I follow up on that and I say, well, actually. So I actually her. And I pull out my bag of books and I go flipping through it. I'm like, well, actually through my travels, I have seen and heard of a place that where a lot of these items of power tend to get gathered together. There's a group in the floating prison which is absconded with a lot of the important items of our time. And you may have thought that it was in the temple, but actually where it is at the prison. Among many other important cultural items.
Well, agree to disagree.
When in Rome.
when in Rome. So can I use my book to try and prove that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Oh boy, so that's gonna be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
So not quite a 10.
I still believe him.
but it's still a 9."
Yeah.
All right. So 9 total on this thing, right?
Yep. And I don't care about the truth so much as I care about convincing him.
I'm convinced.
No, it seems like a very plausible thing that she's just off by a little bit, and that actually, or that somebody went to the floating prison and stole the sword. You're like, it doesn't really make sense that he would have gone there because he's not someone who knew inner peace.
No.
But it does make sense that he would have gone and tried to fight a bunch of fucking hobgoblins who were stealing magic users and shapeshifters.
That sounds about right.
So that part definitely seems plausible. The thing that is weird at this point is you hear kind of a strange hissing noise.
Uh-oh.
Is it a snake? Because I can understand snake.
And
Slytherin.
Are you a snake right now?
No, but I can understand animals in my.
Okay.
And
I just
when
want
you
to be clear about
when
what
you
are
turn
right now.
around, there's kind of like a shifting, creeping, small column of smoke, that of oily black smoke,
Oh shoot.
which is arising from the swamp.
Like right in front of us?
Uh,
off in
it
the
turns
distance?
out it is coming from the place where the body of the assassin used to lay. The assassin's body is no longer there.
That's probably toxic. We should go.
Is there is there any remains of it, or it's just
Like the assassin and all of her possessions
all the possessions too? It's all just
are gone.
I'm gonna capture some of that smoke.
It's going up into the air. You can try, but you're gonna have to give me Dex.
Yep, 4 plus dex plus 6.
6 total.
Not
Alright.
4.
Great.
6.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. 4. Why do I think I put 2 in wisdom? I mean,
All right, so you try to snatch this thing, and all of a sudden you see this like skull-like face form in the smoke, and it says, "You think you know what you are doing?
Yes,
You think you know where you are going?
absolutely.
I know I don't know where I'm.
The place where you are going is the land of death. The assassins of old Rindencia do not let a mark go." She seems to be staring at you, and then she turns and looks at you. Like the two of you get the distinct impression.
That they're after you two?
Snap.
If it makes, I say to the skull, I'm sorry, but you have made no impression on me.
you are not dealing with who you think you're dealing with before. Now I have my branches.
You only get your branches if I am slain.
I know. Yep.
Yeah.
And you are. So bye. How do I turn this off? Bye. You're cutting out.
Ken of Gastria gives you a reroll.
Nice. You will need that.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
I don't need that.
Yeah, I like as the
Thank
skull
you.
says that, I'm like, okay, good job, you found a way to get away. So good job for escaping, and then I just do this. I'm done with this conversation. I turn around and walk in the opposite direction.
Thanks. Who thinks I got my branches?
Pat you on the back.
You give a thumbs up. That's not a hands up.
All right, very good.
So still a possibility is what we're
So you're saying there's a chance?
So, the party intention at this point is to set off for the floating prison.
Yes.
Is that correct?
To the floating prison.
All right. Very good. So, are you planning to make a detour to the standing monument or not?
The place of inner peace. Or if you look into somebody's soul, their skeleton explodes. Kind of a cool.
I think we should just go straight
No,
to the
we
prison.
should try and go straight to the prison.
I think we should go to the prison.
Okay.
If nothing else, we'll be able to.
I would love to go.
I mean, it's on the way.
I know it is on the way. I would love to go in there. I mean, I am.
I mean, it's
searching
kind of a
for
cool
inner
power to
peace.
have, y'all.
That's true. Let me say this. The prison is going to be difficult, and no doubt it's going to provide a challenge for us.
I
But
prefer
I
to break
think-
bones with my fists.
That's fair enough. But I think also that is a challenge far beyond where I'm at. I don't know if you feel like you.
He's so soft.
That's not what I meant. What I mean is I haven't found inner peace, and I think probably you haven't found
But you
inner
don't have
peace.
to find it. You just have to be searching for it to be let in.
Well, yeah, I also don't care about inner peace. If I'm being completely honest, I think the idea is a sham. I'm sorry to use your name in a derogatory way.
Shashina.
Sham.
Sure. But the point being, I don't know if any of us are there, like, have a peaceful. It feels a lot more like desperation than peace.
We've been talking too long. I have to go and break something, so I just
Okay.
start like just smashing.
Let's head for
things.
the floating prison.
All right, you head for the floating prison. You manage to not have any further perilous encounters on your journey over the rocky crags and mountains that you managed to pick your way through. You do have a surprising number of rather odd inconveniences. There's a wagon wheel on the wagon that keeps falling off. It just keeps falling off. And no matter how many times you fix it, the thing breaks down. You managed to find a beehive at one point. And
Hey guys, I found a beehive.
and you,
Don't stop picking up beehives. Why do you always just grab beehives out of trees?
Shirkus, put that back.
Okay.
It's too late now. I have so many stings.
Shimalama.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
You all break out in some sort of horrible rash that lasts about a day and a half.
Oh,
Thanks.
Sorry.
And that does slow you down quite a bit.
And affect our rolls.
But it does not place you in any peril. After a long, arduous journey, you realize that you're probably within a day's travel of the floating prison. And the terrain here kind of leads like a gentle rolling slope down towards the coastline. How would you like to proceed? And by the way, we had a little mix-up there. The reroll goes to Tracy, not to Amy.
Easy to mistake.
That's
Amy,
right.
Tracy.
Yeah.
All right, that's
You both love nature.
Trainee.
That's fine.
Trainee. Trainee.
All right, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey's sitting over there texting me stuff.
I put that joke in the text.
It's
Oh,
true.
did you really?
Yeah, just,
Oh, that's great.
just for everyone's edification, Tyler says, shit, that reroll actually goes to Tracy, not Amy. Insert Steve Harvey joke here. Text 34 minutes later. Harvey. How would you like to proceed towards the floating prison? You know that there are most likely hobgoblin patrols.
Yep, I'm gonna use my bag of books because this is something I absolutely have a book on, and I'm actually going to I'm going to look up just the schematics of the prison.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spout lore about that. Not great. That's an 8.
I'm
8.
going to survey while he's.
How are we going to hide the
Doing
fact
that.
that you're
Okay.
a spellcaster over here?
Yeah, no, I know that's gonna be an issue.
All right. So the rumors that you have heard about. Well, what do you think it is?
So I know what it is. So they have this mistaken belief that it's arcane casters and shapeshifters that have brought about the apocalypse and the end of the world, and they believe that demons have something to do with it as well. And I know that that what it actually is it's like it's a biological like plague that killed off like 90% of humanity by essentially like implanting creepy things inside of people that would like burst out of them, and it comes from a far realm, a plane that's not our own, and it's alien beings that were
Like a little
essentially
nano thing?
like Lovecraftian shit, and that's where this insect plague comes from. So I mean, not demons in the traditional sense. I mean, you can certainly see those Lovecraftian beings as demonic, but it's not how they think. So they're wrong. And not only are they wrong, they're wrong in a way that's making it more difficult for us to fix the world. So I think it would probably be best if they were gone.
All right. So in terms of the floating prison itself,
I know there's a way to get in through teleportation magic.
okay.
But
So-
before we do that, I'd like to actually check for any kind of traps.
So your other belief about the floating prison is that there is some sort of gateway far up in the heavens to this far realm of nightmare creatures.
Yeah.
And it opens down to a very specific spot until it hits Earth, right? And anything that enters that beam of light between the Earth and wherever this pinhole is levitates. So the floating prison, literally does float, and it floats inside the shaft of energy that is projected down from this otherworldly realm.
So not only are they wrong, they are wrong in the worst location possible. They're wrong in a place that proves me right.
So you want to scout it out? Give me plus whiz.
Yeah, reroll. That's a
Yeah.
much better.
9.
9. All right. So You know, their greatest strength and their greatest weakness.
Plus my dex.
No, plus
No,
your
whiz.
wisdom.
Perception.
Oh, do you have something that gives
You have a move?
Trap expert.
Oh, you had your dex to that?
Well, this is not a trap. You're scouting the lay of the land, right?
Okay.
So, so the greatest advantage and the greatest weakness of this this force of hobgoblin clerics is that they're incredibly disciplined. So they send patrols out in force. They're well armed, well equipped, and very capable of dealing with both your wizard and your druid. They have cages, and it looks like maybe some sort of magical bolos that can negate inherently mystical powers. The way this works to your advantage is they're so disciplined that they send these guys out on a regular rotation. So every hour on the hour, these guys make a patrol around the circumference of the ruins of the city where the floating prison is located, giving you a gap of roughly 20 minutes to kind of make your way through the outer defenses.
Okay.
Which sounds like a lot of time, but you know, they've also fortified the place and made sure that they've cleaned up. There's essentially kind of a wide open field that you'll have to cross, and then it's up and over rubble and walls and things like that. So it doesn't present as a very obvious kind of shortcoming. If you were just a casual observer, you'd be like, they've got this place nailed down.
Yeah. Okay.
But you realize that if you time it just right, you could make it across that field without getting spotted.
Okay.
I know the more deeds I do, I could get bigger branches.
Seven.
Okay. So I think that.
Sure. All right.
There you go.
You can think whatever you like without having to roll. You realize that, right?
No, I want to see if that's true.
Thinking is free. All right. So, what would you like to do?
I mean, I guess we should.
Is there a teleportation thing? There is, right? Or you think there is?
Yeah, there's a way to teleport in.
Okay.
Do you know how to do that?
Absolutely, I know how to do that. And honestly, even if there weren't, I could get us in using a ritual.
Okay. Where's the teleport? Okay, so where do you know that the teleportation, or can you do it?
Yeah.
Is there like a cave that you go in?
Yeah,
and
I'll have to consult my book again. But within these city ruins, because it used to be that this prison was just a prison for a larger metropolitan city, what is now ruins. So they needed to be able to, go between the city and the prison. So we just have to find the old civic district where they would, go between. So that's easy to do.
Great.
Cool. Sure, that's easy to do.
Yep.
Let's spout lore.
Oh, boy. Oh, nice. 9, 10, 11, 12. I am running out of book uses, though.
Burning that library of magical tomes that you packed for this trip.
Yep.
Very good. So one of the tomes refers to actually famous sites of the former hold. I believe that this was formerly called Clarehaven. All right, the city of Clarehaven is what this used to be in ancient time, or in hundreds of years ago before the apocalypse took root.
Named after a beautiful woman named Claire Danes.
Claire Daneshaven.
Claire Daneshaven.
Sir Lady Claire Daneshaven.
Yep.
Sir Lady.
And you're right that there is, that teleportation magic was very heavily used in Clarehaven. It was a center of research and arcane study, and some would suggest that messing about of instantly moving from one place to another is actually what caused the rift that pulled the floating prison up into the air in the first
Sure,
place.
because they didn't do it right.
Right. But it also mentions the 7 masters of Clarehaven, who are all arcanists, who did this magical research together, and we're all sort of bound together in a brotherhood of knowledge to further their own magical goals. All of their towers were razed by the nightmares that were unleashed when the apocalypse took hold. However, one of them kept a safe house underground. And you believe that if you can get to that location in the city and maybe dig your way down into the ruins, that you may be able to find the sounding chamber, which was used as a focal point that linked to the other locations. And one of the locations will be the floating prison.
Nice.
This
Let's go there.
is exactly as easy as I said it would. We have nothing to worry about.
Or we could do it Tracy's way.
Oh,
Lead his way.
You're gonna have to do that for sure.
just to be able to
just
get
to
in.
get just to get to the
Yeah.
location that we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So the location that he's talking about is inside the
That just gives us a
the city
destination.
center.
Aw.
Yeah.
But
and
What
after
he's
everything
talking
that
about
I've-
is that's the magical back door to the floating
Yeah.
prison.
Yeah, and obviously you're welcome for me providing all of this. But I will say
you.
I do still need Lita to lead us in because I am incapable of that little first step.
Me too.
All right.
I'm also incapable of that.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So it's your choice. This is a defy danger roll. You can either use intelligence or, well, you're gonna have to use intelligence because you can't really dexterity the whole group, right?
Can I shrink them and put them in my purse? Just kidding.
Well,
Can you?
okay. Can you shift into something like really small, like a mouse? Okay. What if you just sneak on your own using dexterity? You turn into a mouse, and I can cast invisibility on the two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
You can cast it on two people.
Oh no, fuck! It's ongoing. I don't have an answer for you.
You could ride on my back. I could put you, and put mouse in your pocket, and you can like ride on my back, like under my cloak or something like that.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know. Can that work?
The big man trick.
Yeah.
Pretty farcical.
I don't know.
It was suggested that Amy becomes a very small moose.
Yeah, just a moose this big.
Mini moose.
Mini moose.
Is that just one of those shot glass ones or just the single serving? I don't understand.
It is funny when you play a druid, you like tend to be like, no, that's the animal that I turn into all the time.
Yeah.
Like you get really have ownership over these animals.
Oh boy.
Sax
yeah,
hand. Sax hand in the sax bag.
Sax hand. Boy, yeah. I just feel like that we are gonna have a very high chance of getting spotted if we do it that way.
Yeah.
It seems very likely that we'll like trip or fall or just in general draw because we're gonna be a bulky like Notre Dame joke.
Right.
I worry about that. But I can't invisibility more than one person. This is the problem with me having any limitation on my powers.
Oh man.
Um,
It does sometimes suck to be first level, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's not just
I-
first level. I would give up anything to just be all powerful.
So I do have.
not a level
I don't know if this would work,
Sure.
but I do have golden root that I could apply maybe on one of those little hobgoblins, and they would
Hobgoblins are
probably
not
treat
little.
him like a what thing? Oh, they are to me. No, I'm kidding. Hobgoblin.
I will
don't
say
know.
they are
I'm-
beneath me.
Would you say a hobgoblin is an animal?
They are in Fable. In Fable, they're tiny little fat things. I'm thinking about that.
Goblins are.
Hobgoblins are
Hobgoblins are
like
usually
6.5 feet
Yeah,
tall.
are usually like
Well,
big
Fable
old.
got it wrong. So
D&D
if I
hobgoblins are big
maybe
old
got
things.
it like applied to maybe one of them, and it would convince them that he is actually a trusted ally, and because they're so in
your
their
dexterity?
whole like okay, yeah, because he wouldn't lie.
Okay. Well, that is a possibility if you could get close enough to apply golden root to one of them. They saw him next. He was the next creature that they saw.
Yes.
then they would certainly treat him as a trusted ally. It's
All it takes is one.
But
and
we
I can be
would,
very
but
sneaky.
we need to get that. We still need
Okay.
to get to one of them.
Just one, because they're getting ready to rotate anyway. Just get
We
one.
still need, but
I can pull.
you're kind of just assuming like, oh, we'll just walk up to him and put.
No. I'm just saying when they go on their their rotation,
How do you actually put the golden root onto?
I'm sneaky.
You're just gonna sneak up behind them and wipe some.
Okay, well, hobgoblins. Boy, I'm really
They're big,
getting into
right?
this. Okay,
said.
so I'm gonna spout some lore here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into my bag of books, and I know that hobgoblins have like almost an intense addiction to like a cinnamon type root, and that's just a fact about hobgoblins.
Like tigers.
Wow. So 11, 12, 13, so 14.
They love cinnamon.
Okay, so I get a
I
14
mean, that's
on
a
my
fact. Hobgoblins just love
They're
cinnamon.
addicted to it. Now I can.
It's like the Mr. Goodbar of spices.
So
for them.
using prestidigitation, I can recolor the golden root and change the flavor of it. So so we can actually make it so that it's basically cinnamon.
Yeah,
and
that'll work.
we just need to like leave it out in their path or something so that they just see it like in a sack or some sort of like adventurer's satchel. So
And then I just like
I can
jump
be a
out
wolf.
after
I can
they.
turn into a wolf and go drop it off.
yeah, and just drop it off and like in an adventurer's satchel so it looks like it just got left behind or something.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
And then one of them
Why
is
not?
gonna eat the cinnamon.
Right, and then you just
And then I just
She
like,
did.
hey.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this
I
is.
think that's what we have
Oh,
to do.
okay. I
Because you'll
like
be
the
able to
first
just-
part of the plan, and then now when that
Jazz
just
hands?
happened,
No-
when you do that,
No jazz hands.
No, I'm sold.
oh
no
boy, I'm
jazz
so
hands.
worried now.
That
No
sells
jazz
me.
hands.
That sells
Spear
me.
fingers?
just superstar.
Jazz hands? Spear
You,
fingers?
you
No.
just.
I think full dance. Full dance number.
Yeah.
Several minutes long.
All right, so this is your plan, yes?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is what's happening?
Oh
Yes.
shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not?
Do you have to roll anything for your prestidigitation?
That's a cantrip. Oh, I'm sure I still need to roll like a spell casting check, right?
I don't know if you lose a cantrip. Can't really lose it, right?
No, you can't. So I guess I wouldn't.
I'll let you skate on that one. Give me a shape-shifting
Wolf.
roll. See how much you hold you
2.
have.
Would I be able to.
What? 2 total?
2
To
total.
undo the invisibility willingly if you cast it on me?
Okay.
Oh!
Until I dismiss it or you attack.
All right. So you guys are kind of like holed up in your little like observation point where you're relatively undetected.
Yeah.
And
We're in
you
Gilly
see Rasa. You turns into a wolf, and you give her this potion
Little
bottle.
satchel.
Yeah, a little satchel or whatever. And she puts it in her mouth, and she's running. And you kind of have like misjudged just how far it is to where the actual road is, and by the time you get up to the road, she pops back up into human form.
I'll just leave.
And you see, like, coming around, like, a bunch of broken masonry.
They love shapeshifters.
And like that. You see a bunch of hobgoblins, and then they instantly, like...
See a wolf turn
like,
into a
see this,
human-
like, little, like, shimmering glow as you've changed... The silvery shimmering
God.
glow. And they kind of, like, just, like, look at each other, like... Yeah! And they crack the horses on their wagon.
How
and
many of them
they
are there?
begin bearing down on you.
How many?
There's 8 of them.
Oh my god! Well, it's nice knowing you, Rasa.
Well, can I shapeshift again?
Well,
Of
so
course
much-
you can.
Try and
So
shape
much
it
for
into like a
Rasa.
bird or something.
Or something
this
very
will be,
poisonous.
A mosquito.
She was a strange druid.
Okay.
Well, they're all strange.
Yeah.
Oh, that is plus wisdom 8.
8 total. All right. You get, what do you get for hold? You get 1 hold out of that?
I get hold 2. I get 2.
You get 2 hold. All right. So you shift into a mosquito. You are difficult to detect, but you don't fly very far, very fast, right? Because you're a very small animal. So they're bearing down, and it looks like
But the satchel is still there, by the way.
they are.
The cinnamon satchel.
All right.
Yep.
It looks like they
CS.
they begin to pull out like these bolos, and they start swinging them around. And as they swing them around, you can see that they glow with sort of this weird kind of strobing green light as they spin them around, and they're bearing down hard on you. Do you guys want to do anything from your
Well, we've got a
point?
nice distraction.
You know, you're several hundred yards away. Is part of the issue.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to start sneaking into the city in the opposite direction of where this
Correct.
pack is running.
Myself as
I
well.
can't. We can't fight them.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I
I'm
mean,
kind of with you.
so I'm gonna trust that. I'm gonna trust that Rasa is going to evade them, because what am I gonna do? Take this group head on? Like, how many of them are there?
8.
There's no way. Like, I mean, we almost died to one assassin. In fact,
He
why
was
are
a
we doing this
legendary
prison break?
assassin, to be clear.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, still beneath me, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try and evade them. So yeah, I'm gonna use this as a perfect distraction and just flank around and try to start moving into the city.
Give me plus dex.
I'll follow him.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself. Not good at dex. So
It's gonna be hard to follow you.
Nice.
okay, 6, 7, 8. So unfortunately, that means I'm gonna choose to. I'm gonna choose to lose the spell.
All right.
So I cast invisibility on myself, but
But you no longer retain it. You can't cast it again. All right. Very good. You are now invisible and moving across the plane of.
Does he leave
rocks.
foot like? Does he? Where did you go? Like the rustle
I
in the
actually,
grass or whatever?
I
like, can I
as
see
I-
his tracks? Or
as I
can
cast the spell, I whisper to you, figure it out, and I just
Oh, good. You've already explained to us where the thing is, though,
yes,
right?
yes, exactly.
So we know where the target is.
Yeah, and we've adventured before.
Yeah.
This is my standard thing that I do. When
Yeah.
we're in trouble, I go invisible and I tell you to figure it out.
Figure it out.
And we all
And you
wonder
always
why
do.
he's a coward.
Didn't he save your life once?
We've saved each other's life in a lot of ways, if you think about it.
All
Who
right.
saved who?
Shashina,
Yeah,
what,
who
do you have an
saved
idea? Do you have something you want to do, or do we want to go to Lita?
I have
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the same thing. Start heading towards the. Try
Okay.
to take advantage of the
Roll
distraction.
plus dex.
Oops. That's not good.
Well, bad things look like they're happening.
I can re-roll though.
Yeah, and you're
I'm
probably
gonna want to.
Yep,
Yep.
you're definitely
yeah,
gonna
I'm
want to.
re-roll that. Try that again. Oh, Lord.
Oh boy.
At least you're not shaking.
Do you have a reroll?
I have one more.
Use it.
Do it.
Come on.
God damn it!
Wow.
What'd you get?
Five.
Five total, huh?
It feels like you suck. It feels like it's like what the fuck?
All right.
I don't know.
It's not fair.
I don't know. I was just you're telling me.
So, as you are,
I'm not close to him.
as
Just
you're,
wanna be clear.
as you're, you're kind of like hunkered down, trying to like lope across the plane here, and,
Right.
and keep as low profile as possible. And suddenly there is a piercing whistle from directly behind you.
Uh-oh.
You know, like I can't even whistle as loud as it would possibly be. Just this piercing whistle, and you hear some sort of hobgoblin language. So, somebody yells something in Goblin. I don't know if any of you speak it. It seems pretty clear it's the equivalent of like, "Hey, over here," and then, thunk, right into your leg. A black crossbow bolt about this
Oh, good.
long. Take a d6
Oh,
damage.
good.
Oh no.
Is it gooey with poison again?
And as you turn around, you can see the same woman that you had slain 2 weeks earlier, standing there.
Rasa.
And
She didn't even look at me though.
And she's she's waving down the hobgoblins and pointing her crossbow at you next.
All right. So
All right. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. At you next. So
How-
you've gone. You're last. What would you like to do?
How far away are the hobgoblins from that satchel?
From the satchel?
Yeah, like because they're coming towards
No, they're
her.
bearing down. Yeah, they're bearing down on her pretty quickly.
Do
so
they
I would.
notice
It's hard for you to tell. You're like 300 yards away, right? Maybe more.
I would I kind of have this elaborate plan. Don't know if I can do it all in one action, but I really want to try it.
Okay.
I really want to see if they. Okay, does it work like this? If I like, hey guys, got a treat for you. Like.
Well, so some of them are looking in your direction because this assassin clad all in black is standing, basically 20 feet away from you guys and pumping crossbow bolts into your friends and have one pointed at you. But she whistled with her fingers to get their attention. So there are certainly several of them who are on top of this essentially their patrol wagon, who are looking at you, and some of them are pointing and shouting and.
Yeah. Well, do they notice her? Like, are they gonna?
Oh, sure. I mean,
Yeah, they're gonna go after
her whole
her?
job. What?
go
No,
after
she's flagging them down. She's like, "Hey guys, over here! I got them." That's essentially what she's yelling at them.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you
and
not
then
understand that?
she's
No,
pointing.
I just mean like, why wouldn't they go and attack her? That's what I'm.
They're on the same team.
Oh, well, I didn't
That's-
realize
yeah,
that.
That's
Like,
that's what he's trying to tell you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
they're the ones who hired her.
Okay.
You were trying to say come and get it. That's what she's saying
Oh.
about
She's
us.
saying, "Come and get
Oh
it."
She's
yeah,
saying come
sorry.
and get it
Yeah, I
about
didn't.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna run after the satchel and I know it sounds retarded.
Well, no, but I
But-
thought the satchel in the satchel.
It's
It's
a
in
ways
there.
away.
It's
So
From
you're
the wolf spent 3 whole rounds sprinting with the satchel away from you.
Okay.
That's-
Yeah, like
Okay,
the
so I'm way
downfall of your
off.
plan was like you didn't think that her shapeshift was gonna wear off as fast as it
Yeah.
did.
Okay. So,
So
never mind.
it's a
Um,
ways to go.
I mean, I knew she overshot it, but I figured if they were running that quickly
They
to
are
her,
very
maybe
far
they,
away.
Oh, okay.
They are very far away from us. You
Yeah,
have
almost-
you
almost
have an
1,000 feet
assassin.
away.
You have an assassin within 20 feet of you,
Who is about to shoot you?
who was trying to kill us.
Put her to sleep.
Or can you hide? You have a hide move, like a hide trick?
I can't hide.
Hit her.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm gonna hit her.
Stab her.
All right.
Yeah.
A little hack and slash.
12.
Pretty good.
There you go.
All right. Do your damage.
All right. So she's about 20 feet from me.
Yep. You
I
can
do-
either close and charge, or you can use some sort of range. Well.
I do more damage with my range.
There you go.
Uh huh.
So, but it's +1. So
Nice.
Do it. What's your damage?
D8.
D8.
wait. Nope. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. No, wait. Yep, it is. Sorry, it's +2.
+2?
Yeah.
Dang. 9.
All right. Very good. So you shoot at her, and definitely connect. Very good. Who? Everybody's gone, right? New round. Also, Bear 73 gives Sean a reroll, and
Nice.
Hamazu gives reroll to Amy and Tracy, and advantage to Chris.
Woohoo!
Yay! Thank
Right.
you.
That was Bear 73 that gave me a
Bear
reroll?
73.
Thank
Timothy,
you.
that's
Thank
Eric, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
I like the 85 Bears myself. Super Bowl Shuffle. Bear 73
73
underscore.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Underscore.
Eric.
Well, here's the thing about bears. They are the best animal ever.
Well, that's debatable. There are basically 2 schools.
Right.
All right, who would like to do something? You are currently invisible.
Yeah.
You just got shot by
That
a
sucks.
poison crossbow bolt. You just did some damage, and you turned into a mosquito. And these hobgoblins look like they're going to arrive in no short order.
I'm gonna fly straight the fuck up.
Okay. All right, that's another use of
Nothing can
your
go wrong there.
change.
There's no way.
So I will say, for sake of argument, you go about 30, 40 more feet up in the air.
Okay.
So you're about 45, 50 feet off the ground.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, so
All right. So you're done. Next up, anyone?
They won't think I went out.
Okay. Let me see. So you've got the assassin that you two are dealing with this assassin.
Well, yeah. How far away am I from? Because I was heading towards the.
Sure. Well, you can turn around and run back to her.
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna run charge.
Okay. Great. You charge across the field. Give me a plus strength to hack and slash at this assassin.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh man, here it comes.
That's what happens when you do
Well.
what you're supposed to do.
Right.
All right. Now, remember, if you are so inclined, you can open yourself up to a counterattack and do an additional D6 damage on top of your normal damage.
Some extra damage.
Yeah. Do it.
Yes, barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing
Yes, sir.
46. 3d6 plus 10, right? Or a d10?
3d6 and a d10.
Okay.
Here we go.
Plus, I was forgetting because I'm using a two-handed sword, so it's also +1.
All right.
Nice.
Great.
Don't fuck it up.
Chris has got this.
Yeah.
This is gonna be.
Why you gotta say that right before I roll?
Jinx, monster.
Why you gotta do that? Why
He's
you
gonna
gotta-
be doing
why-
so much damage.
why
You're
you
gonna
gotta
get
put
sick of the damage.
Why you gotta put that out?
Patron saint of garbage rolls. Mr. Chris Greenwood, ladies and gentlemen. He's curled up in the fetal position at this point.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's cool.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, so you
So that's 11 points of
As
damage.
That's 11 points of damage.
as a person, Chris, you don't deserve that.
I don't.
You didn't do anything to.
I didn't deserve that.
I honestly I know that this wasn't the intent of the reroll, but I'm gonna use my reroll that the bear gave me, and I'm gonna use it for your damage because,
Does that mean I reroll the whole thing?
right?
that right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Reroll
you don't
the-
reroll the attack, you just reroll all the damage.
Right.
Yeah, reroll all your
That was
damage.
This time I believe in
Yeah.
you.
All right. Was the D8?
No, just a
It's
D10.
a D10
and
and
3d6.
3d6 plus 1.
Here we go.
We got this.
God damn it.
Better damage. Better damage.
Don't
Better damage.
see. Why you gotta say that? It could obviously get worse.
Nope, it won't get worse.
Because I
Here
did
we
not
go.
roll all ones.
That's true. You actually one of them was max damage. One of them was a max die. Okay, but better.
Better.
Much better.
Better. So it's 15.
15. We got an extra 4 damage. That's fine. Damage is not that common in this game, so
No.
4 extra damage is actually helpful.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can't do anything right now because I'm invisible. And if I attack, first of all, then I'll be participating, and I'm not gonna get into combat. So number 1, I'm not gonna do it. Number 2, I'm just not gonna do as much damage as you. So you got this.
Okay, she is heinously wounded, right?
Yeah.
You just,
Good.
You know, strike her in the rib cage with your sword, and she collapses onto the ground. And you can see the fear in her eyes.
Good. It tastes so good.
Just blood pumps out onto the ground.
that
What would you
fear.
like to do?
I am also going to attack her again with my range.
All right.
I don't see. What is that? Oh, 11.
Nice.
All right.
And
I do have to point out that you were hit with a poison crossbow.
Oh, that's right. No,
I
you're true.
got a 3.
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
3.
-3.
All right.
Wait, I do have a reroll. Can I use it?
Yes,
You
if
should.
you so choose.
Yeah. Put it.
Let's get this taken care of.
Oh, 4. 4.
Thank you.
Well,
What's
I
the
rolled
plus
it.
2 from?
It's my range.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So you plant a bow shot into her neck, and she goes down.
Oh, yes!
And I do not stop hacking at the body
Yes.
until it is just
Yes.
a mush of bone
Yes.
shard
All right.
and gristle.
The
and-
Hobgoblin War Wagon pulls up underneath you, and they're kind of like looking around. One of them, sees that there's this bag laying there, and they're kind of looking at it. But most of the wagon is like looking and seeing this happening out here, and they turn and they whip and they begin rumbling the wagon across the
Do they
field
name it?
towards you guys.
Oh, man.
Big women.
Why not? All right. So you see this this hobgoblin war wagon coming toward the two of you. For the two of you, what would you guys like to? You haven't done anything. You want to change? You wanna do,
Oh, I actually
What do you want to do for your action?
How many
actually haven't done anything
wagon?
What? Oh, yeah, that's true. You haven't done anything either.
Yeah, so I'm in a precarious place. I'm gonna change again.
Okay.
Can I change from mosquito to another thing?
Sure.
A sparrow.
But wait, if you fail, what happens? Do you turn into a person? This might not be a great place
Okay,
to
I'm
turn
gonna
into a
then
person.
as a mosquito, all I'm gonna do is really go a lot faster than you think.
Good, good strategy.
All right. Straight up in the air?
No,
Sure.
Make it back to my guys. Make it back to my guys.
You will not be able to cross that distance as a mosquito.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back.
All right. Roll. Just roll straight up, because as a mosquito, you wouldn't have. You're lucky to have no bonus.
Okay, alright.
5.
So I go normal.
All right.
But I'm beelining
I just
it.
love that tactic. Like,
So-
what's my speed? 30 feet? I go like 90 feet.
So the war wagon tears maybe like 100 yards across it, but a third of the way, closing the distance here.
Okay.
You go about half that. You go about 50 yards,
And
and
I'm
then
And I'm gonna.
and you sputter out and lose your form as a mosquito.
Okay. Just I have been going editing.
Dang, you mean from the 50 feet that you were, you're not maintaining that height? Because the shortest distance.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's at an angle.
Yeah, all right. Let's see, you got a 5? I'm gonna only give you a D6 falling damage for how far you fall out of the sky.
That's pretty generous.
2.
Yeah, 2 points of damage. Armor cannot negate that. You take the 2 straight up. All right, and Sean, you have not done anything yet.
So
I just would go faster.
I go like way faster than you think.
Double
okay, am I nearing the ruins of the city if I just keep booking it?
I mean, you will be. You seem to be relatively, in a relatively safe
Yeah,
position
I'm
at this
invisible,
point,
so-
and the guards are totally distracted.
Yeah.
So if you want to
And I
abandon,
know they've dealt with this
abandon
assassin.
your compatriots, you
Well,
absolutely can.
I don't see it as abandoning.
All right.
I'm actually taking the forward. I'm taking the most dangerous position because I'm taking the forward. I'm
you're going
moving
on
forward
point. Sure,
without
you're-
everyone else. So I'm
Right.
actually going on point,
You're squad
going
leader.
first into the city.
Right.
And
You are a true brave man.
am I a hero? I think that's a question we can discuss at a later time.
Hey, let's throw it open to the chat. Is Chandler a hero?
Chandler Gring is a
Chandler Green.
King of the Dad Bod, is he a hero?
Am I a
Discuss
hero?
amongst yourselves and then get back to us when you have a consensus.
Yeah, let us know. But again, I mean, really, what matters is history will decide.
All right, so you're headed into the city.
Yeah, and as I get close to the city, just to be safe, I am actually able to detect magic as a cantrip because I'm an
Okay.
elf.
All right.
So I just want to make sure that I'm not like coming up on any magical wards or traps or anything like that.
All right, give me a plus whiz roll.
Okay, that is not what I am the best at. Oh,
There
but
you
I'm just
go.
amazing at this game. So yeah, how does a 10? How does a 10 strike you?
10 sounds great.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
You do notice that there are a few kind of like alarm cantrips and things like that are set up at various places where it looks like it'd be really easy to cross.
Yeah, I'd be offended if there weren't alarms.
You navigate around those and find a place where you're probably gonna have to like either crawl, or you're gonna have to crawl over something. So.
Okay.
So we'll catch up back with you on the new round. It's the new round!
Yay!
Yay! All right, you are ground pounding the
Just
remains of this.
fucking. I don't want it. I'm trying to keep it from smoking away, so
Uh-huh.
I'm just obliterating the
Okay.
shit out of it.
Hacking it
I'm
to
also
pieces.
hungry for pure destruction, so I'm just
Yes.
fucking.
All right, terrific.
But I don't know if
And
that's
the
how
war
it got
wagon
away.
is encroaching on you guys.
Okay, so
Okay,
I'm gonna
just saying.
spout lore.
If you want to pound the
So,
dead flesh.
I
Oh, no.
don't
Good job.
believe that this sword stone is bad luck.
Sure.
I've actually noticed that in my travels, it wards away hobgoblins.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so
That's the one type of bad luck that you don't get from this stone. Like everything else.
because
but
it's
no.
like it's like a magical stone that makes this sword so powerful that of course this kind of I don't know, whatever it is, like it wards them away.
Okay.
They're like shit.
The stone sword is like Sting, but for hobgoblins.
Sure.
Yeah, so
right.
I'm gonna 9.
9.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so your action is to brandish this thing and
Well, I
try-
don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Look at my power.
Okay.
But you don't know that's part of your sword.
I'm too busy.
Yeah,
I'm too busy hacking away.
Yep.
All right. So, the wagon is bearing down on you, and they've got their bolos like whizzing through the air, and you see these like just flashes, these strobing flashes of green light that are coming off the weights of the bolos, and you can hear them kind of like slathering and yelling to each other, or just like exhorting one another, like essentially something to the effect of like this. Oh, we're gonna get these guys. This is gonna be an easy kill, boys. Let's ride them down like the dogs they are. And suddenly you just pull this stone from your bag, and there's a bright pulse of red light that comes off of the stone and bathes the entire area with this enormous red glow. And you can feel the hair on the back of your neck just like raise up as you point this thing into the sky. It seems to be almost like supercharged from the energy of the floating prison and whatever arcane forces are drawing that thing into the sky. And they instantly kind of like stop and are momentarily transfixed. And you turn around and you look, and you see this agate, and shimmering around in an outline of arcane energy, you see a giant two-handed sword that looks like it has a rough, jagged, stony blade hanging in the air above her head.
Yeah.
What happened was
You were behind you were behind the war wagon as they suddenly like pull to a stop. You're you're about 100 yards away from them. They're 2/3 of the way across the field. What would you like to do?
behind them?
Yeah, because you fell out of the sky behind them. You only went 50. They went 100 yards last turn, and you went 50, and then they went another 100 yards towards her. And so, like I said, you're roughly 100, 150 yards away. And they've stopped, and they kind of like just seem to be like completely like transfixed by what's happening here. As you see the area just light up and sort of shimmering motes of red, kind of like almost like there's a sound of like angry buzzing bees in the air. Or maybe more accurately, it sounds like stone rubbing on stone, like really coarse.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to keep going, so I want to turn into a fast thing. I'll be a fox. That's pretty fast. I'm going to get to my...
But this fox is like faster than your average fox. Right?
Yeah, it goes like twice as fast
Twice
as
as
you
fast,
normally
yeah,
think
okay.
a fox would go.
Yeah.
I turn into an octopus cheetah.
Ooh.
And it's got like way more legs than you think.
Yeah.
A shark raft.
A
Yep,
shark
a
rat.
shark rat.
Shark
Yep.
raft.
Really long neck and then just a giant mouth.
Fast as fuck.
It's crazy.
Alright, I'll be a fox. Oh. Thank you. Oh, damn.
Nope.
But I have a reroll. So I
Reroll.
think I really want to be this thing.
There you go.
Better.
All right, so you hold 2 or hold 3?
9.
9
is
is
a 2.
hold 2. All right. So you turn into a fox, and you're going away from them, back in or towards into the city.
Yeah,
or?
I'm going toward. Well, I actually isn't the city towards my friends.
No. They're on the outskirts of the city. There's this road that went by that you were up at, and the Hobgoblin War Wagon came off the road and came is coming towards your friends. So, and you're behind it. So, if
And
you
then
go
where
towards them, you're going away from the city. If you go away from your friends, you're going into the city.
I want to go towards my friends.
All right. All right. So you
Disagree. Just I don't know what you're thinking. I mean, I get it. I guess.
Oh, I meant I'm going towards my real friends.
It's, I
all right,
still
so,
don't follow.
so you can get halfway there using one of your spending one hold.
Okay.
All right, and you're continuing.
Yeah, I'm actually going to prestidigitation, so I'm going to create some illusions. They're not really illusions, though.
Are you going to drop your invisibility?
Is that ongoing?
Your invisibility holds up until you either attack or cast another spell.
Oh yeah, I can't. Well, let's see. I'm in the city now, though.
Well, you're at the section of wall that looks like if you make a plus strength to climb over it,
Oh, I still need to
you'd
climb
get
it.
into the actual like regular ruins proper.
How far am I from the hobgoblins now?
Well, you got a dead bod. It's not like you're that fast. About 150 yards,
But
something like that.
Are you faster than we think?
I'm as realistically fast as a person would be.
I'm faster than people think.
Yeah, I know. I don't have that going for me. Well, okay. You know what? Then I'm going to. I'm trying to think about how the best way is to. You know what? I would have some chalk on me or something to write with. So I'm just gonna mark on the I'm just gonna mark the sections that have alarms so that my friends don't just run into alarms as they come into the city as well.
Okay.
Just even if it's just writing right in front of that area, just writing alarm on the stone or
Okay.
whatever, just so I know that they're gonna be able to avoid it.
It's gonna take you some time to do, right?
Yeah, so that'll be my turn.
Several places. All right, everybody went. Next up.
I would like to spout some lore
Oh.
about the stone,
Uh-huh.
and that if I know that if I attach it to my own sword, that my sword will act as a sort of like a dowsing rod towards the
Oh.
The stone sword.
towards the stone sword.
Oh, here's the actual one. Sure. All right. That's interesting. Go ahead.
Pretty good.
This is straight.
Yeah.
For
Plus
a roll?
int.
Oh,
Plus int.
not 7.
7. All right. You believe that?
I believe that.
You know that the sword and that stone are inextricably linked somehow.
Well, then I'm gonna try it. At least I'm gonna go go and snatch it from her and try to attach it onto my sword.
Okay.
Give me that!
This is my property.
So I guess roll dex, and if you want to hinder him, then
I'm very intent on getting
I
this.
don't want to.
okay.
I don't want to hinder you. I'll give it to you.
Oh, you're just gonna straight up
Yeah.
give it to him? All right. So you don't have to
Part-
roll.
you're part
you,
of my
you
party.
roll
I'm not
up
an asshole.
And you grab this.
Fine.
Like,
Yeah.
Give me that!
I mean, I don't know that I stole it from you.
Yeah, that's
So.
true.
But
I
I
mean,
recognize
that's
it.
true. Yeah.
But you don't recognize it that it belongs on that sword, right? Do you?
No. I think,
Oh, you do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see the outline of the sword.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't because I don't know that it's from you.
Right.
So.
So what happens when I...
okay, so
try to-
you grab it, and you feel it pulse in your hand, and you guys see that this red light that is kind of surrounding the area or something like that. Suddenly coalesces around his hand, and you see just the outline of this stone sword in his hand, and it seems to be blazing with almost arcane fire. And you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "Son,
Oh, it's your
Yes, Dad?
sword. Oh.
you see that wagon over there?
I see it!
You do what needs to be done."
Yeah, Dad.
And I just...
Talking sword.
All right. At this point, will our heroes defeat the band of hobgoblins, or will they be defeated? Will young Chandler sneak his way into the city undetected without further implications or problems? All of these. How fast can the common household mosquito fly? All of these questions and more will be answered on the next episode of the Saving Throw Show. Hey everybody, thank you for playing. We will have much more information about all of our upcoming additions, changes to our schedule. I know that I am running a game of the Cypher System on the 28th of March. That's going to be a Monday night. Much like Dungeon World, we're going to teach you how to play the Cypher System from Mighty Cook Games. They have a great Kickstarter going on right now. If you are interested in getting material for that, go check it out on Kickstarter. It's a set of 3 different world source books for them. Please tell all of your friends about our Patreon, about the show, about our Twitch channel, about our YouTube channel. Sign up for our newsletter, etc., etc., etc. The more you spread the word, the more that we can afford a beautiful space like this. I want to thank you all for your contributions tonight. It really, honestly, does make a huge difference to us in terms of the quality and quantity of shows that we can bring you on a regular basis. We like to pride ourselves as being the RPG show that where the viewers actually make a difference, because as you've seen tonight, you do make a difference, and we love that interaction and that play back and forth with you guys. So thank you for being a part of Saving Throw Show. Do we need to do like check-ins? Like, you got anything exciting going on? You want people to follow you on Instagram?
You can follow me on Instagram if you want, at Greenwood Giant.
I just want to repeat thank you for the donations tonight. It really did make a difference for the people that needed it. Yeah, so some people are good at games and some people aren't. So I appreciate you guys equalizing
Obviously, you're just not giving me enough money.
Yeah. Well,
I need more money to roll better.
Yeah. No, I
But
think
you did
it's
good tonight, though. You did.
Well, you did get nominated and voted in as patron.
That was my own
Patron
fault.
saint of Garbage
That was
Girls,
my
that's
own
true.
fault.
That's
That was on me.
Tracy, what have you got going on? Where can people catch you?
All right, you can catch me pretty much on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Tracy King, TRAYCEE King. I'm working on Insane Jane right now, my new horror web series, and we're both in it.
Yay.
Awesome.
Yes. And I am at Vorpal Sword, VORPAHL Sword, on Twitter and Instagram. And if you haven't checked out, if you're a Patreon backer, go look at the songs that the new one, Ode to Fartunia, fully produces up with some really cool harmonies.
It is awesome.
It is awesome.
It is really cool.
Maxi Morales Musica. SoundCloud.com/Maxi Morales Musica.
Great. I want to thank Rick Papandera for our lovely Randy Bard song tonight.
Yeah, that was really fun.
People can find you.
Thank you for having me. I'm on Twitter at Rick Papandrea, Papandrea. So
Cool. Thanks for having
All
me.
right,
Guys. Lots of
we'll
fun.
post that in the chat. I want to thank Skinny Ghost, Adam Cable, for hosting us tonight. Thank you for bringing new viewers to us. Thank you for spreading the word. If you are interested in Dungeon World, you can go to dungeon-world.com, find out more about the game. I really do recommend it. It is a great way to tune up your improv skills. It's also just a freaking blast to play. As you noticed, all I have to do is sit back here and make decisions about how to make the story more interesting. It's one of the things that I love about this game. So from all of us here, I want to thank our producer, Dom Zook. I want to thank Tyler Rhodes. I want to thank Sax Carr. All the guys behind the scenes that you can't see who make this a seamless experience for us. Thank you. Good night.
Night, everybody.
We did it.